Yes, we're getting a commercial, but we're back.
Does that mean? Oh,
Let's give because everybody who's reloading is probably getting a commercial right now.
Right. There, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, so Brendan and Jesse are gonna play. I'm sorry, Lord Shiny Pants.
Yes.
Shiny Pants. Britches.
Yeah.
Lord Shiny Britches and the Bone King are playing Battle for the Pass. So Battle for the Pass is the first long way scenario. Can we just pause to say I didn't get back in first, and that's super sad. Anyway, so it's a long way scenario. We're deploying 12 inches back from the middle line, and the 4 objectives are worth more the further far away you are from your deployment. So the objective in your own deployment is worth 1. The objectives in the middle are worth 2 each, and the objective on your opponent's side is worth 4. You scored every turn. There's no scaling.
No special rules outside of that?
That's it. Well, so Jesse, you want to do a realm? Jesse, you want to do a realm?
Yeah, what realm are we gonna play in?
So I'm going to D6 for everything but shadow and light. Okay. So 1 is going to be Urine, so that's life, that's what we just played. So that's fine. So we do Realm of Life, and then the Realm feature, which we did not remember last time, is going to be oh, I'm sorry, that's not 1. 1 is... No, 1 is life in that book. So 1 is life, and then the realm feature is going to be 2. So, interestingly, the realms are organized differently in the different books. 2 is spontaneous growth. At the start of your hero phase, on a 6+... Oh, we're not going to do this one because we do not have additional Sylvaneth Wildwoods.
Great way to
3. Before any battle begins, each player picks a hero, add 1 to the wound's characteristic, life spring.
Wow.
So 1 hero gets +1 wound.
Okay.
Gonna be arcing for me. He needs it.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll pick my general as well.
You need an
The
adult
Lord of
beverage?
Freedom on a Draco now.
I will have a adult beverage.
There's some adult beverages. There's some soda pops,
Soda pops.
sparkling waters.
Want something to drink? Is there something to drink us now?
What would you like to drink, love?
Whatever you want.
An apple juice? I don't have an apple juice.
Alright, it's okay.
I have some soda pops. Do you like soda pops? You've never had soda
You
pop?
had soda pop before.
Wow.
Yes. That was probably a birthday party or something. I'm sure you had soda before.
Alright.
Cool. Got all my little setup.
Oh, wow.
So it's lengthwise, right?
Yep.
Alright.
So you're definitely not going to be here tomorrow.
Cool. So what do we do first? Roll for side?
Roll facade.
6. 5.
I'll take this side. Oh yeah, it's a long way, so it's actually worth picking.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Well, it's not a problem because Tiffany will just pick me up from work on one day and I'll take it one day. But, or she'll pick me up tonight too. Alright, let's see here. Let's get the camera so you guys can see everything here.
Okay, then I'll just clean up and I'm happy to do this stuff, but you prefer I not do this stuff?
Yeah, I'll do the gooing.
Okay, then I'll just clean it up and leave it with you, and I'll just do the Vermilord until Madeline comes.
Okay.
And then, if I play, it'll probably
I'll take
be
that side.
August or maybe like a Wednesday night game or something.
So,
Yeah, I mean we should do
Roll
it
for,
one more time this week.
Unless Madeline
priority.
comes and says she wants to play me tomorrow, then hang with me.
4. 3.
Alright.
I don't think she will.
So it's 12 back from that. So that line. So
This midliner here, yeah.
yeah.
So,
It's pretty close.
That's gonna be a bloodbath.
Everybody's funneled in, ready to just die.
I guess really it's no closer than on the other way, right? So you have 12 inches up on a normal deployment, so there's 24 inches between you and your opponent.
Yeah,
That's true.
Going back.
It feels a little closer.
it's just that
Plus maneuverability.
you're just funneled together.
Mhm.
First, okay.
One more gun.
Oh, what's your do you get deep strike and stuff?
So the way the Legion's distraction works is I can start my units in the grave, which I actually have to set up before we do anything. So thanks for reminding me.
Yeah. Grave sites.
So I have to set up 4 grave sites. And that's where I am able to pull people up from. So 2 are going to be in my deployment zone, and then 2 are going to be wherever.
Okay.
And if I can summon, if I can raise a unit wholly within 9 inches of them, I can bring it up. A couple different things about my army.
Just real quick, is it within 9 inches of them and outside of 9 inches of my guys, or just 9 inches of the grave?
I have to be more than 9 inches away from you and wholly within 9 inches of a grave site.
Cool.
And I had an interesting thought about it. I'm on this side, right? So Ricky, I don't know if this makes sense to you or not, but if I had 2 grave sites 8 inches apart, I'd have a giant bubble that I could deploy 1 unit in, right?
Say again?
So I have to wholly deploy within 9 inches of a grave site.
Uh-huh.
However, if I had 2 grave sites, say 16 inches apart, where they had an overlapping bubble of 9 inches, would that then give me a bigger area that I could deploy that unit in?
I don't know if the wording says from like the gravesite it comes in on or met.
Probably says a gravesite.
If it just says a gravesite, then yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't know.
Well,
Because it was.
see, this is a gravesite. The page, I think, has to be 8 inches. One condition, right?
Oh. Makes sense.
Instead of sitting, you can place it to one side, so it's in the grave. So for each death hero within 9 inches of a grave site, you pick a single unit in the grave and set it wholly within of that grave site.
Yeah.
So it has to be 1 grave site.
So the hero has to summon it to his grave site?
So I have 4. I have 4 grave sites.
Oh yeah, I just
If I have a hero within 9 inches of it, they can raise units up from that grave site.
gotcha.
As long as it's wholly within that 9 inches and outside of 9 inches for you, obviously. So, there.
Thanks for the game, Ricky.
Yeah, are you leaving?
No, not yet. I was just thanking you for the game.
Yeah. Thanks.
So,
You?
down here.
I think I'm deep in thought, so it looks like I'm grumpy, but I'm just trying to figure out how to fix the issues.
Alright, so my grave sites are set up. So if I have a hero within 9 inches of these, they can pull things up. If I lose a unit entirely, I can actually re-summon it for 1 command point, as long as it's a summonable unit. And then if I destroy one of your units near your grave site, when I destroy the unit on a 4-up, I turn it into one of my units. If I have a summonable unit that can come up.
When you use a command point to summon up a completely destroyed unit, does that have any grave site rules or anything, or is it just...
Same thing, 9 inches. It's to wholly be set up in the grave site. All my stuff comes up in the grave sites. Alright, so now you can
Yeah.
set up if you'd like. Or do you want me to set up first?
Oh no, I'll do it. Just trying to take the grave site stuff into consideration.
So I'm gonna sort these such that only the try to make it
Some other things that they do too is every turn they heal D3
Oh, yeah, I
units
just-
within
it
9
just-
inches of them too.
it's just
For
like
D3
40
wounds in a
combats and
unit.
60
So if my
storms.
skeleton units survive, they're going to
And
get
the
heals
big
back
guys.
from that.
Yeah.
In addition to the necromancer and everyone else healing them. So
I'm
it
gonna
helps
focus on the
augment my
characters first,
regenerative abilities.
and then storms are in.
Yeah, I remember this was not a pleasant matchup when we played in the tournament.
Yeah, so I changed a couple things. I got rid of, they were super magic heavy in the tournament. So I had the Mortis engine, I had that battalion, let me cast like a zillion spells. I got rid of all that. Instead it's a much more fighty list, so now I've got the Vampire Lord and the Zombie Dragon. with a 3 up in multiple saves, so he's super tanky. I've got 2 more guests, which are heavy hitter, kind of flying dudes. But I have the magic stuff's much more easy. So Arkin's still a beast at casting, but he can't cast 3 spells a turn like he could originally.
What's the other Morghast?
These guys.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
I painted these guys up this morning, so.
I'll put them on the table so we can zoom in on them.
Love that purple.
Put them right on that first objective there, and we'll zoom in.
So Ricky, I'm gonna pick the 45 minutes I like as well.
Painted up in 2 hours.
No shit.
Unless that one is here.
Watches and half lines of it.
Hey,
Most of the podcast.
how are you?
So those 2 are in.
In the front?
Arkin's still there.
Are they bought in packs of 2?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Why don't you guys, are you deploying yet?
We are.
Okay.
So since that's my newly painted model, I'm
Yeah,
sure I'm
man.
going to die very, very quickly.
Yeah, of course, they'll die instantly, the second. As it should be, right?
So. But yeah, I'm still good at magic. I think I can cast 4 spells a turn. Arkin still gets his +2, but all the other, or he's +3, everyone gets a +1.
Drop my adjudicators there.
Nice.
Pew pew pew.
This is gonna be an interesting game.
Did not work well for me last time. The never-ending hordes of undead were
Mhm.
difficult,
Yeah.
but yeah, the lack of magic makes it a little better, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think are you still doing, because you had like a 20-man sequitur unit. Are you still doing that?
No,
So that's going to actually probably be to your benefit, right?
yeah, it's been working out better without him.
More maneuverability.
Yeah, great for holding an objective, but not much else.
Did Matt leave?
I think so. The stuff's still there.
Well, yeah, I think he's doing that stuff too.
Oh, then maybe he did. Okay, and then I'll drop my, I got 2 battalions.
Mm-hmm.
One is my Hailstorm Battery. I think I had it in a game with you. It's the one where if the castigators hit something, that one can reroll the hits. The other one I have is my Cleansing Phalanx, which is my 2 units of Evocators, 2 units of Sequitors, one is 5, one is 10. And with those, if the Sequitors cast their power spell on one of the Sequitors from that unit, in addition to being able to reroll wound rolls, the Sequitors can also reroll 2 hit rolls. So, yep, it means that because they get to choose to reroll something on their own, they reroll to hit, to wound, to save.
Super punchy.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and drop the Cleansing Phalanx.
Me without a battalion, I have a feeling that I will be the last to finish dropping.
That'll learn you.
Sorry, I'm getting away from it.
You know the best part of today?
Beating Matt Beasley.
Beating Matt Beasley.
Beating Beasley.
Yeah, it was
Good
pretty
movie
good.
title.
Well, hello, baby, you're back.
Hey,
Put him in the water though. Is that your water, Ricky?
What's this?
Is that your water?
Oh, no, it's must be yours.
Yeah. Thank you. How was your outing? So I'm just cleaning up, basically.
Yeah, as I recall, that takes a while.
Yeah, it's not short. For the event, it will be faster than you know, as many times, but.
Let's get you up out of there, girl.
Baby's wearing a screen.
Let's see here. Can I do another share to tweeter? Share to tweeter. Storm, cast, Eternals versus Legions of Nagash. So spooky.
I was gonna sit in here.
I'll take the broom.
Fantastic, dude. They get bonuses. It's not just against all death, right? It's just the Nighthawk especially.
I believe so, yeah.
They get something I think their missiles are super good against.
Yeah, if they roll a 6 on the hit roll, then they do, I think, D3 damage per hit?
Is that for Nighthawk?
I think so.
Yeah, there's something.
I always forget about it though. Also works against demons and I just never do it.
You there, Sean?
Yeah.
Hey, baby. Come here, little one. Let me see ya.
And I'm going to put the other unit of evocators into the astral realm.
So they're gonna be in the astral world.
Yup.
There's a screen. That's pretty exciting.
What do you think about that screen? Is it bright and glowy? What do you think about all this? You see Elsa over there? You wanna wave at Elsa? Go. Hi, Elsa.
She's over babies. She's seen enough babies.
Yeah, she's
He's woken up by a baby every night.
Oh,
am I making you
Little
work
sister.
smart by making you stand up? You just didn't want to be short. Oh, you just want mommy. You want your favorite Pooman?
she wants a woman because she thinks might feed her. Because she had a little bit of an avocado snack, but not a
Just
full.
for
Oh, are you hungry, baby?
40 skeleton.
So, wait, are you taking those home now, Matt?
Do they get any bonuses for
Because I
being
can pack them up if you guys want to go.
above a certain number?
Yeah, so as long as they're 30 models or above, they get +2 attacks each.
I don't
And
think
as
that
long as they're
we'll-
above 20, they get additional attacks.
I don't think that the
pretty
fight
good.
with them
In
game
theory, each one of them is
very high.
attacking with
Um,
3 or even
and
4.
so, the next
Some of
time-
those-
and then you
oh, they
can
all
feel
have
free to
spears,
find me, like, on
basically?
land
Yeah,
or
so they're the
whatever.
team's range.
And,
Nice.
I can,
Yeah.
if I were playing game, it'd probably be Wednesday or Thursday on the stream or
And
anything.
it's only against Demon or Nighthawk.
Okay.
We'll see, I'd like to get
Good,
a
I am not.
game in, but we'll see.
Actually, what I'll do, because tomorrow or Sunday, or tomorrow's Sunday,
Yeah,
Monday's likely to be a slow day for me again.
okay.
For
Well, so you should leave it here.
So I might just leave them here and I'll bring the putty in and maybe I can get the, let's get her hat over. There you go, baby. I don't need your hat getting on this dirty floor. Yeah. Then I can maybe just get some of them viewed up then.
Okay, I dropped my general right here.
General, they right there.
And she has a few traits that I should just go ahead and mention. One is that units have -1 bravery within 3 inches for -2 within 6. Doesn't really matter for you. She has an artifact that gives her saves are always a 3-up, no rend. And she
So
can
she has a 3-up and vulnerable?
just a 3 of normal. Her save cannot be affected.
Her armor save can't be rendered.
Oh, so mortal wounds will still get her,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
but she will always get a 3-up armor save even if something's rend 2 or whatever.
Exactly. And she can pile in 6 inches in
Mhm.
combat.
Oh, I remember that.
Cool.
More boring skeletons. I didn't do the whole 40 over there.
Skeletons.
I'd rearrange the forest.
Yeah, those things aren't gonna last.
No. Right
Not where they are, not that one.
right in the middle of the thick of it.
Skeletons.
Let's put all 4 of these guys down.
This is gonna be a fun game.
Giant wall of bones.
All the fun.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been here too long.
I can't do any whisper. What is that?
What do you need, love? Oh, you looking at that guy? What's his name again? Daniel Tiger. Oh boy.
Yucky. 5 and 40.
Daniel Tiger.
And there is the meat and potatoes.
Alright.
Alright. to you.
Okay.
You know what? There is a chance I'll deploy. You got 4 more drops.
Oh, I'm gonna beat you, but just barely.
I was gonna say,
And after that game, I'm gonna need to be good. I gotta get the soft store.
What's that? You're gonna need a what?
I said after that game, I'm gonna really get good. I gotta get soft stores now.
You think you gotta get sauce first?
Gotta get soft stores.
I think,
I'm not
I
gonna
think
need
that
more
was like
than
100% bad luck.
Oh, I think a lot. But it won't make the same mistakes.
Oops.
Make some mistakes.
Oh, there's some mistakes.
Oh, make some mistakes. The one, let's see. The 7 mistakes I'm already making is where are the champions?
I have to look up something.
Banners.
Is it my turn again?
Yes, but I might need to move him a few inches left or
Oh,
right.
that's fine. Not gonna affect what I do.
One plan rat.
You watch movies now too. You watch movies on TV.
Just use a little convert fall. And then get hit by one. So it's will be just he saw that, so there was a car squished right under. So the way we got.
Total freak accident. Yeah. So where's the second one?
At least you would hope it'd be fast.
Yeah.
Maybe you wouldn't even notice. Ugh. Just sad. Terribly sad. Alright. What's happening now?
I was just finishing placement. Okay. And from there,
What is that you just put down?
the Lord Relictor
Lord the Lictor.
is lacking a head.
Oh my god, I have so many.
I have like
Well, I have so many.
I have about 200 more that are unpainted.
Yeah, I have no problem.
Hey, listen. Mom told me you don't know how to open the can. Let's just. You know how to open this? Get that. Pull it back.
Pull hard. Gotta get your finger under it. There you go.
Alright, tell me if you like this or not. It's got a lot of sugar in it, but it's pretty
You
tasty.
still on autopilot
I
there?
believe it's your dog.
Alright, so Lord Relictor went down.
Right over there.
Put something, and then I put him down.
Oh,
Like
I
that.
did see that.
That's the point. He's supposed to hide
Hey, there's nothing in
I put my Hailstorm battery in the Astral Realm.
the whole thing.
Yup.
Oh, you were
It's pretty lovely.
Pass.
dun 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 dun.
Pass.
So it's interesting, the other thing that I should be better about is putting the banner in the middle of the unit. Because if I could have retreated and charged, that would have been a very different game.
Alright.
Yeah.
Why could you not retreat in charge?
So he's my super magic caster. All my guys have +1
Yeah,
cast
otherwise
by
it
default.
falls within
For being Legion of Sacrament, and he
So
gets
I
an
had
additional
to lose a
+2.
bunch of
So
guys
he's +3
from
to
one
cast 2 spells. He
In
has
order
some
to
debuffs.
reduce
He has
how
all the
many
known
shots
spells of all the other
range.
wizards. He has debuffs. He has a +5 inch movement.
You had to minimize.
Has some more wounds than he has Curse of Years, which is the big one. So already roll with 10 dice. And every 6, you take a mortal wound. And then I take those dice, I roll a 6, I roll them again. On a 5.
I remember that,
And if
yeah.
it goes all the way down to 1, the whole unit's
It's a neat spell.
It's pretty brutal.
Do you have any like AoE or anything I should know about for placement?
Oh,
Like, do you have any spells where it's like anybody within an 8-inch circle does
I think
damage?
so. He has a line, is like Chromantic Orb, I think, which is like a straight line I draw, and like everything in line of it.
Okay.
It's mortals.
Cool.
Or rather, the vampire has it, and then he knows all the vampire spells.
Yeah.
All the vampires spells.
I'm putting my last ballista in the Astral Realm, and that will finish things up for me.
Alright. Hit this very nice.
Fine, right?
Fine rats, 2, 4, 6, 7, actually pull 21. Just in case.
Dump that guy up.
I Lord Zombo Dragon.
And then that's it.
And here, so yeah, he's got a 3 up invulnerable. Or or there's not 3 up in 1. Same thing as the ethereal amulet, I think it is.
Okay, so mortal still hidden.
Yeah, I believe so. Marcus gives a 3.
It's the same thing you have, Brandon.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Okay. Oh yeah,
And these are spirit hosts. They're pretty boring.
those are night hunt.
Are they? They have a keyword?
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn it. That face.
Do you get bonuses against Night Hunt specifically?
Yeah, it does.
Weird.
Yeah, the castigators, if they roll a 6 on their hit, they do D3 instead of just 1.
Okay, so it's not huge.
Yeah, it's the same bonus I get against your demons, which means I'll always forget about it, and it doesn't matter.
Because it's a small conditional bonus. Yeah.
We're gonna go and start these guys in the grave. And then these are Morghast Harbingers. So these things are like 3 attacks, they do quite a bit of damage, good range. They're pretty mobile, they fly, and then when they charge, they go 3d6 charges instead of 2. That's super fast. Let me make sure, I think it might be 6 maybe, pick the highest 2. My first time using them. So,
They're cool models.
yeah, I've had these, I mean, they, 8th edition.
We all went together.
So I bought them day 1, and they never bothered to actually keep them or use them or do anything with them.
All of us.
I bought the undead battle box or whatever it was a few years ago, so I've been waiting to put those together.
Because we're like,
Good army, man, they're fun. Weaker and weaker every codex in comparison. Yeah, so when I roll for a charge at 3 inches, so it means I can declare a charge at 18 inches away as well.
Okay.
And they're -1 bravery for you as well.
Which means you gotta take over control when she's on the late game.
Where to put them?
And mom needs to have a life.
Where to put them? Yes. Yeah.
Why did these read
What is that? You sure did.
The Eagle.
Alright, so they're in the grave, I'm done, so you get to choose if you want to go
The Eagle can
first.
actually have this.
I'm a gentleman, so I'll let you go first.
Yeah, because it
Alright.
washes it out.
Oh,
And so.
Bummer, I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
that makes sense.
So I start out, I've got 2 command points because I'm only at
Oh,
1950.
are those not? Do you not place those, or are
They're in
those?
the grave, so they're gonna be able to come up in a grave.
Oh, gotcha.
As long as a hero has a grave site nearby that they want to use. How close do we have to be to the objectives? Is it 3 inches?
Normally it's 6 inches.
Oh, okay. Cool. I can do that easy.
Yeah. That's why the 12 inches away. I was like, okay, I guess that's all time.
Alright, so don't have any command abilities I want to use. I'll go ahead and cast a spell. I'm gonna have the vampires. The necromancer's gonna cast Dance Macabre on that skeleton group.
How many spells total do you get, by the way?
4. So necromancer gets 1, vampire gets 1, and then person gets 2.
Okay.
So the necro is gonna do Dance Macabre, which means that they get a second round of attacks in my next combat phase. Goes off with an 8 + 1 and 9.
Let's see if I can do it. Who's the necromancer?
He's the necromancer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and dispel it.
I was always looking.
So I went off with an 8 + 1, and it's dispelled with an 11.
Alright.
Alright, you guys are starting up.
Yeah, buddy. So
Yep.
Arkans,
Who got the top of the churn?
I'm starting off.
You're starting off. Okay.
So the vampire is out of range. I think we should be 24 inches away for everything. So I don't think there's any spells I can really cast. Yeah, Curse of Beers is intelligence also.
Alright.
So we're not going to use any command abilities. We'll just start moving. So I will use a command point to make sure they run a full 6 inches. So I'll go ahead and use that. So I'm down to 1. And then we'll get them up to right here.
Alright, so then we've got Queen. And we've got this. Oh, you want one under the bottom.
It's
The
fine.
one goes on top, right?
It's fine.
I was just trying to remember okay, so that goes there.
Basically, I'm gonna be able to put them there, I'm gonna be able to get with that.
Then we've got this.
That's kind of behind them.
Then we've got this.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna maybe like that.
Uh-huh.
These in here. So 1, 2, 3.
Good buddy. Maybe go ask Ricky where the bathroom is. Anything help you out?
1, 2, 3, 4. So we definitely 1, 2,
As many miles as
3.
possible.
I need this is 4 slash. So far that's not there.
There's a couple over
Hey,
there,
Ricky.
and it's fine, because, yeah.
Bathroom?
Oh, yeah, right over here, Melissa.
Is the invulnerable thing with Arcan an artifact?
Arkin doesn't have an invulnerable. He's only a 4-up. It's the Vampire Lord. He's got the Ethereal Amulet, which should be the same as yours, where it's just a 3-up.
Gotcha.
Like,
Gotcha.
or it can't modify it, but
Yeah.
mortals will still get them.
Yeah, the mortals, but well,
How far can the Necro run? Hey, perfect.
I thought it was you seeing the giant baby on screen.
yep.
Glad
Terrorizing
somebody
that
missed.
match.
Alright, let's hope for a big run from the Skellingtons. Nope. And we'll go forward 4.
Still pretty good.
Yeah, we'll get him within 6. And then for this scenario, hey Matt Beasley,
Yes.
do you know anything about this scenario? Is it within 6 inches of the objective, or
Yeah,
is it?
it's scenarios are within 6 unless otherwise specified.
Oh, sweet. Alright. This is where I'm at. So. Oh, I got tons in there then. Okay, cool.
I think there might be another one, but usually the only ones
that are
3 are the ones with heroes taking control.
Yeah, I think I'm used to like 3 places of power or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Alright,
there's
but
2 like that, there are 3. But they're the ones that are like, it has to be a particular unit type. Hi. Are you ready to go home?
Alarms are falling
It's your
off.
bedtime, huh?
She's ready to wiggle.
In that case, I feel kind of silly for forcing a 6-inch move, but
Yeah, let's check it out.
no, in my luck, I would have rolled a 1 for that run phase,
Still good to get them close in.
just to make sure. Try and get as close as possible. That's one thing I noticed when playing Ricky is my mobility was very lacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Alright,
Okay,
so
Randy,
power
some things on the board
is
so I can think a little more and then.
14
Yeah, and
inches.
come over to Goo, bring him so we can do it.
Yeah, he's.
Right, yeah.
I should have painted him last night instead.
That's the plan. Yep.
It is what it is.
That'll be done.
I'm gonna move him just at least partially on the floor, so that's.
Get that save
I got
bonus.
shields on, so that's legit.
Yeah, there and lick his chops.
I'll have to, I'm gonna spray all those guys, but.
As if you couldn't clearly see him, since his wings are literally higher than the forest itself.
Yeah. So you're just gonna be
With Warjack's Harvesters, we need 9s, so they'll go ahead and run. How far did they run?
Yeah, I doubt we'd have time.
Yeah.
4,
Yep.
13 inch.
Even though the painting doesn't take too long
It's still just 5 dollars.
individually, it's, yeah.
Cool.
We'll see how much we get done.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I don't know, like, if he says he wants to bring the Twitch rig.
He hasn't mentioned it.
What?
He hasn't mentioned it.
Well, I sent him a note
Oh,
asking
well,
him.
you asked, okay.
And if he does, then I might, go out Friday to set it up.
Oh, and sleep there.
And just, yeah, get the hotel for 2 nights, and you could come out whenever.
Yeah, I would probably just do a walk onto the ferry.
Yeah, cause the one I'm looking at is literally
And yes, I'm just trying to
between
keep
the
you
ferry
from being
dock
able
and
to
the
deploy.
transport, which are all one
Makes
unit
sense.
system.
Oh, he just walks on the ferry.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, Jordan.
cause the
Calm
whole
down,
thing
relax.
is like, alright, so we had to pay for.
Doggy. I'm good
So
line.
why not just get a.
Alright, that should be it for my movement.
Remember when we had to pay for parking?
That should be it for my shooting.
I think so, yeah.
So, it should go right to you unless I'm missing anything.
Unless you wanted to try and charge with the Morgans.
Mm,
Here we go.
So, end of the turn, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Alright, 5 points for Gryffindor.
Okay, bye.
Come on, you should be slithering.
True, touche. You know, I'll probably break this thing if I try
Good luck
to
tomorrow.
leave it for.
Yeah.
What's that? 4?
Yep, end of turn, 5 points.
5 points?
Yeah, because you have 2 for the middle ones, right?
Yeah, okay. 5 points to the Bone King.
Starting off with strong bone. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah.
Poor old Vampire Lord's gonna get shotted.
Gonna get shotted
Oh,
hard.
he's gonna get shot so hard.
What are the wounds on those two?
Arkin has 11, 12 because I get the extra one because of Gyrin, right?
Right.
And then Vampire Lord has 14. And you know what I should have done is I should have raised the Spirit Host behind the Vampire Lord.
Yeah,
That
block
would have
this.
been super smart.
Block the deep striking.
I thought about that much too late.
Yeah.
As is all my good ideas. Usually come out right around the time.
You're like, oh, I see how I just got screwed.
Wouldn't have been great.
Yeah. Let's see if we can get it.
Well, and that wouldn't matter anyways because it's oh no, it's in the moving phase.
Look at that.
In the moving phase, that's something.
Look at those guys. Okay. Look over there.
Arkin's bodyguard.
Look at that.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice shot.
Ooh.
My evocators are going to try and empower the sequiturs over there.
Alright. Do I get to dispel this?
Oh, yeah. If I cast it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if we can get a shot of.
The
Arkin.
The Morghast Garden Arkin.
Yeah, that's a cool looking scene. Well, you put the puppies behind, so that was.
For Arkin, yeah, Arkin's pretty protected. Arkin is quite protected. But the Vizlazed, or the Vivazed, or whatever, and it just won.
Almost. Are those both 40? There's one.
2 units of 40, yeah.
Okay.
I'd say the Dire Wolves just for zone now, I think, are in their keep.
Hey, Elsa. Hey, do you want to see the sodas?
I got our Sprite.
Oh, okay.
My Lord Arcanum on the Draco line is going to try and cast his magic missile at the unit of 40 skeletons over there.
Alright.
Magic missile.
Holy.
Okay.
Is that like D6 mortals or something if that happens? I'm trying to dispel it. Because you don't have any other casting, really, right?
No, one more unit of evocators, but they aren't on the board this phase.
I'm gonna try. Didn't quite get it. But he gets +2 to spell also, so even if it's a 12. Alright, so it's
Okay.
4 mortal wounds.
4 mortal wounds to those skeletons.
Alright, so
Dang.
since they are next to their general, they get 6 up, feel no pain essentially.
Okay.
The pain. The pain.
Doesn't stop. I guess combined that makes 2 6s.
Well, it's a good attitude to have.
Yeah. Alright, so 4 dead skillies. First blood for the game.
Close, but really not close enough.
36 to go.
And then they come back.
Yeah, the gravesite alone gives them D3. The necro gives them D3. I think Arkin does D3, but you can re-roll it too, so it's.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, 5. I think I've brought back like 10 skeletons in one round before, just because of the way they all synergize.
Yeah, when I was playing you, I couldn't do anything to them.
Well, it's kind of like Ricky's goblins. I don't know if you guys play him yet, but it's almost like you just have to avoid it.
I went
But-
the opposite route.
Yeah.
Tore through him last game and didn't help me win.
I think the evocators could probably, with the mortal wound, all the mortal wounds they do, I think 2 evocator units could probably burn down a group of skellies. I know monsters usually multi-wound stuff just destroys them.
Yeah.
Dragon Lions, I think a unit of 3 or 6 Dragon Lions would have no problem.
I think the Lord Relictor, the guy with no head over there, is going to try and use the Prayer of Translocation.
Alright.
So when you get
3
3, that doesn't work.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's a fun one.
Yeah, I remember all too well.
So if I ran, get closer to you, normal movement would make it so I need to roll a 9 though. That's not inconceivable, so I'll do that.
Can you run in charge?
Nope.
No, that's what we were.
Yeah, I was just seeing if it was worth just running this turn, or,
Well, they're gonna be in combat next turn.
oh yeah. It would just be much nicer to be able to dictate how that looks.
So Dance Macabre only works in my combat phase, just so you know also.
Oh, that's the one with the extra attack.
Yeah, well it's more than an extra attack, it's an extra attack phase. This is they get to pile in and attack twice.
Well, that's something.
Yeah, so if you get 30 skeletons with spears, you can get 90 attacks in.
Put an extra one.
And then you double it, it becomes 180. They're 4 to hit, 4 to wound, no rend, but it adds up. Enough little pointy things.
And that should, should block your deep striking stuff.
Well, remember I can, so
With that one at least.
easiest thing to do is if he's standing around the gravesite or one model stands on the gravesite,
Mhm.
9 inches is totally null and voids have to be more than 9 inches away.
Makes
So
sense.
that's usually what Ricky will do, is just put one model on the gravesite and then it's unusable for me. Totally unusable. And I have to use the 9 inches of it too, so
Yeah, that 9-inch room is rough.
I mean, I think they came out when summoning was still kind of new. It was before kind of like in 2.0, everyone has some sort of summoning mechanic.
And
So
it's
they put,
it's a good way to limit being able to just be ultra mobile, so I appreciate that.
well, and these guys are traditionally super immobile too.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Arkin has a move of 14, which is huge, but
Yeah, Story of the Undead. Like, the heroes are fantastic, and then zombies.
everything else. Oh, here they come. So I really need you to not roll a 9 for your charge. If you could do that for me, that'd be great.
Okay. Start with the cater. That still doesn't. I'll use one of the sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those 9-inch slacky sticks are on the table.
Where are they? I thought I saw them here a minute ago.
It should be. I don't. Well, did Matt grab mine?
I'll bet you Matt Beasley stone.
Aren't
Are
those
they under the
one
book?
over there?
Are they under your book?
Classic Matt.
Under your book, I think.
Matt
Yeah.
totally stole it.
Totally Matt. Totally Matt's fault.
Fucking Matt.
That's typical.
They keep one for your
Matt,
skeletons.
books on top of stuff.
Or your spooky guys.
Mm-hmm. I'll be using it next turn.
Do.
If it's a millimeter in or out, we know we just use a 9 to make it on charge.
Cool.
We know the intent. So since Matt lost against you, Ricky, are you now top of the
Well, I was top already.
oh well shoot then. Alright, never
Yeah.
mind.
So yeah.
He's just further knocked down the
I
ladder.
don't think he moves. He might move down 1.
You should
because
move
I was
down.
in first.
You should move down 1 at least for losing a game.
I think that's what the write-up says, but I can't remember.
He deserves it.
So I'm not sure who that leaves in second. But yeah,
gonna
he
be
was
me.
he was second and I was first right now. So if he was to have won, we would have swapped places.
Oh yeah, there's news articles like everywhere now about the crane.
Yeah, I saw it on USA Today. 4 people, man.
It was, I kid you not, there were at least probably 30 cop cars there blocking everything off. At
Yeah,
least.
that's gonna be a huge, and it wasn't even that windy out there, was it?
I think it was a mechanic. I think it was probably working, and
Yeah.
they were trying to lift too much, or they're. I'm sure OSHA's all over it right
Yeah,
now.
huge investigation today.
They had a lot of people out there.
Oh boy.
So I painted 5 evocators the other day
Did you?
in my first sacrosanct stormcast.
Oh, we have a whole bunch coming back there.
You have more evocators painted than I do.
5 evocators, and I think I
And maybe you
almost
should
like
let
a batch of
Brendan
10.
borrow them, so he's actually got some painted
Well,
models.
there's a different army though. The one I've got 5 judicators. I've got 5 judicators. I've got the hero and Dracoline. Actually, you would have just about a fully painted army. You need 5 more evocators. 1 more. Yeah, 5 evocators, 1 sequitur, and you would have a fully painted army if you put ours together. And I've got the relictor and the ordinator too.
That's super silly.
Or, just throwing this out there, he could paint his own goddamn models.
I've painted 40 chain rasp because I thought we were doing an escalation league.
We are doing an escalation.
Sure we are.
I never
Yeah.
stopped.
It's been 2 months in.
We're still
No one has
escalating.
played a game.
Well, that's true. We haven't played a game yet. I do have, however, my first Namarti Thralls finished. So,
I
am
got
painting.
trolls done.
I am
I
painting my
still-
Idna.
So I barely got my first, actually I did play one game, Escalation. I played it with Mike.
Oh, I had no idea. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I've been painting a lot. Just
Ah.
can look at my Instagram, but no Stormcast. Alright, I think my deployments are done.
For what it's worth, I feel your pain. I'm alternating between 4 armies right now.
What are the other ones?
Stormcast, my Legions of Nagash, my Ideneth, or my actual escalation, and then I'm painting a Lannister army for
Oh, cool.
Song of Fire and Ice. And that's not actually all. It's like all my Underworld stuff. I got some drop zone that I'm looking at, thinking about painting.
What are the Morghests like in terms of wound and save?
So
And
they've got 6 wounds, 4 up save. They do something else that I don't know because I'm just fielding them.
okay, I see it. Nothing too bad defensively. Mostly just they're very mobile and hit hard.
Yeah, the halberds are pretty decent, 3 damage each.
Okay.
Oh, that's like a troll, stone troll.
Stone troll generate though.
Yeah. Never works. You have to roll a 4 up and I've gotten like a 1 every time.
You know, one of the hardest things about the Morghast too, because they're not summonable,
Right.
it becomes a lot harder to get their wounds back.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, I don't know how to get their wounds back.
Adjudicators, I'm gonna fire at the Morghests.
Alright,
Um,
so the...
You said that just as he's like, oh, then I can shoot it.
I was building up to it.
So it's just -1 to hit,
Why -1 to hit?
because they're behind the skeletons.
I don't think that does anything.
Is it -1 to hit if you don't shoot the nearest unit?
What's that? No, that's a different game.
Oh,
The
That's
only people who get that are heroes.
okay.
Yeah.
White die is my Adjudicator Prime, who has a
Why do they
special.
hide behind all those skeletons?
Ouch.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That's 2 though.
2 at -1 rend.
-1 to rend, so they become a 5 up and then a 6 up. So 5 up. Nope. And then 6 up.
Oh, it mocks you.
Mocks me. 2 wounds.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how I'm gonna bring those wounds back.
How many did it have? 5?
6.
Oh, wow, okay.
Let's see.
They might be glass cannons, you just got to charge in.
Yeah, they will.
Murders
They
and
survive.
Okay.
Alright, that was. Man, that Skaven list was pretty good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Do you think that he would have won if,
He just had really bad dice early on, and I think if he hadn't had that, I would have been in a bad way. So.
Okay, so
yes.
3 of my castigators, including the prime, are going to fire at Arcad,
Okay.
and the other 3 are going to fire at your wolves.
Alright, so Arkin does get the lookout, sir, right?
Indeed, he does.
Alright, so
Oh, and they're choosing. They're choosing power. Why not?
This is who? The Cascaders?
the cascades are firing away. So this is Arkin?
Arkin, need 4s and then 3s. Well, that does it.
Ordinator only works for war machines, right?
Yeah. Then 3 firing at the wolves.
2 hit.
2 hits. one damages them.
Alright.
Wow.
It's -2 rank.
-2, so they're just gonna get their 6 up.
Boom. Okay then.
Undead don't care about missile attacks.
Okay.
You're not around this weekend, right? Are you?
No, I'm off Thursday. Down in Vancouver all weekend.
Well, what is he gonna be doing back here? Is he going into the movement phase? And is he gonna move stuff?
Shooting fields.
Oh, we're still shooting.
Ballista is about to unleash hell.
Um,
About to open fire.
I'm actually gonna have the list on that side fire at the Morghasts.
Alright.
So hitting on 4. 2 hits.
+1 for the Ordinator.
Yep. And then
8 shots.
shots. Neat. Um,
5.
yep, 5.
And any Ren?
2.
Ren 2. So this is going to be 5 6s. Followed by 5 6s. And enough to stay alive. So one of them is now at 5 wounds. Barely hanging on there.
by a thread.
By a thread.
And I placed this guy wrong, so I can't see.
See the Vampire Lord. He loves getting shot.
Yeah, but he's in cover too, so.
Oh, that's right, he's in the forest.
Does he heal every turn?
Yeah, so he has a Chalice of Blood that I can use. It gives him D6 wounds back once per game.
Okay.
But and then when he, whenever he causes a wound, he gets 1 wound back.
Okay.
So as long as he's killing stuff. Yeah, he has to slay the move off. So whenever he slays something, he'll get a wound back. Slay just make a fancy word for kill. I guess I can just say that whenever he kills something.
Murder.
Drinks their blood and becomes more powerful.
Yeah, I'll just fire at the wolves, I guess.
Clear them off the objective.
Yeah.
The big 4-pointer.
Fours. Number of hits.
I already know they're only good at invulnerable.
3. 6.
6 6s. 5 wounds. 2.5 dead doggos.
Yep.
2.5 dead doggies. Hey, what's up? You gonna put your hand in there? Why don't you know what? Why don't you show your
Oh,
model?
somebody says Arkan can't take artifacts.
Nope, Arkham does not have any artifacts. It's the vampire lord on the zombie dragon has the ethereal amulet.
Got it.
Yep, nothing for Arkham. He's a named character. Hmm? You can take your model. You can show your model that you painted. You can put it on the camera and show it off. Huh?
Gonna have the sequiturs over there. Try and charge those skeletons.
Oh, there it is.
Hey!
You see it? Oh, there it is.
Technology.
There's a little delay, but your hand's there.
Let's just delay a little bit. So Elsa's very proud she was painting with me today. She
Oh
painted-
yeah? Which one did
She
you
painted
paint,
her
Elsa?
first storm cast.
Oh, well let's put that on the table. I'll zoom in on it.
Alright, let's put this
Put it in the middle of
isn't
the...
in play, you know.
Okay, let's
Elsa wants to
show
show
off
off
Elsa's first model.
Well,
For Stormcast.
first Stormcast. There's a lot of like second edition Marines and other things.
Hold on, Elsa. We're gonna zoom in on it so that everybody in the world can see it. Okay. All right.
So Elsa painted that all by
Oh,
herself.
there it is.
With the red cloak.
Yeah.
I think she wants to add some more color to it later.
Yeah. You did a really good job.
Uh,
Maybe I'll commission you to paint an army for me. Yeah.
Want to paint up a whole army like that, Elsa? Gray with red cloaks. Alright.
Oh, take care.
Oh, watch out, Elsa. Yeah, you got time. We're gonna keep that off now.
Uh-oh. Some guys moved up there.
Yeah.
Oh man, angry secateurs.
That's gonna be a bloodbath.
Oh.
Needs to try and at least take the objective.
Right. You gotta start shifting them sometime, huh?
Yep.
Alright, that's it.
Okay, that's all my charging.
Alright, well, you get to go first.
Okay,
See how many skellies you can clobber over there.
what are the stats on the spears again?
2 inches, 4 to hit, 4 to wound. No
And
rend.
no rend?
damage. Yep. So the skellies have a 6-up armor save, but if you attack them with something that's no rend, they get +1 for the shields.
Okay.
So those, I think your great models have rend.
Yep.
So your normal hammers, they'll get a 5-up save, and then their big hammers, they won't get any save at all.
Little hammers don't do anything. That hurt.
Yeah, just look cool.
Well, in this case, I'll choose to do defensive stuff for the sequiturs. Or, yep.
Alright, and I've already lost 4 skellies, so if you're able to kill 7,
Actually,
I'll go from 3 attacks each to 2 attacks each.
let me choose power.
Power!
So, I've got 4 two-handed guys and the prime. So that's 11 two-handed attacks.
And that's reroll to hit.
Yep. Need 3 of those 3s. Okay.
Then you go to that reroll.
Yes, praise him.
There we go. So I'll get you 3, 7,
Alright.
9.
9.
And that. Yeah, you should be able to get them under there.
Hopefully.
Oh, and I forgot to ask, because everyone's piled into combat, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I meant to move up the sides.
Deduced as much.
Thanks.
That traps me from kind of moving out. So, alright, so 3 is the wound.
Yeah,
All of them.
5. Oh no, I pulled up. One of them missed.
8
That's
saved. And these are normal hammers.
Yeah, it's friend 1.
The normal hammers are in the one too?
No, this was the two-handed ones.
Oh, this is the 2-handed ones. Okay, that's why they're. Okay, so all I get then is the 6-up invulnerable save. Which I make none of. So.
16 damage.
2 damage each, too.
Yeah.
Wait.
Those two-handed are great.
Yeah, I had no idea there were 2 damage. Alright, 5.
Ooh.
7. 15.
Bring out your
Yeah.
double dead.
16.
Bring out the renewed death.
Yeah. So the way it works for multi-damage, so I thought they were 1 damage. I actually make a roll against each one of them, so I would have to roll 16 dice. So the multi-damage stuff I got.
Oh, when you roll your 6s?
Yeah, 'cause it's
Yeah.
after the wound down.
Yeah.
I roll it.
Oh, okay.
So you need to roll another
Yeah,
handful.
so let me see if I can bring any of them back. So I'd roll 16 dice. I'm
86?
still not rolling these 6s,
Oh.
so it's a moot point.
Wow.
In this situation, it's a totally moot point.
Yeah, worth knowing.
Wow.
Very bad.
But I'm still at, am I even at 10? Am I even at 20, I mean? 5, 10. I'm at 20 exactly, so if you kill a single mob, I don't even get my turns out of scripts. I don't even get
Left-handed
I don't
guys.
even get a +1 attack.
Yeah. This is bad for you. I didn't realize sequiturs could murder so well.
Oh yeah, those great numbers are brutal.
Mhm.
They don't do that good against my goblins.
No, they don't.
Oh yeah, -1 to hit's pretty crippling. So 5 in that situation.
5 at no rent.
Alright, so now I get a 5 up, 6 up. So I roll that, make 2. Make 2, oh barely.
Man.
I'm still under 20 though, technically. Well, not technically, I mean I am under 20. That should put me at 19.
Hell yeah.
So I don't get much of a fight back. I do get my pile in, so I'll gotta make way. Fill this mosh pit out, I guess. Here, go up here. So got 19 in there plus a champion. I think the champions get an extra attack, so I still get 20 attacks. But they're gonna be bog standard 4 up, 4 up. 5, 10, 15, 20. 24. Oh
Wow.
boy, let me see a lot of 3s in there.
That's a lot of 6s.
Yeah, I got 1
Man.
7. Boy, they, yeah, so that's pretty. 3. No win.
3. He gets 4 up, reroll once.
Alright.
Okay, so I took 2, which means 1 person does.
Dead sequitur. Alright. So this is tough. Alright, so that's end of command. I still have more models in there than you.
Yup.
However, that's prior to battle shock. After battle shock, I'm gonna lose everybody.
Oh.
Because I'm at morale 10 and I've taken 21.
Is he not within 6?
Hmm?
That's it? No, I guess not. Oh, you could.
Oh, I can use the command point, but I have to use the command point.
Is it your only one?
Hmm?
Is it your only command point?
I start with 2
Okay.
because I have a battalion, or not the battalion. I'm sorry, I started 1950. Right, Ricky? If you're 50 points
Yeah.
under, you
If
get
you're
your command point.
1950, then you start with 1. Then you generate another one in your turn.
Oh, but I already used one. I used one right at the beginning for that run.
Oh yeah, you did.
So you have 1. You have 1.
So I started with 2, right?
Well, you've had a turn.
Right.
You spent 1 in your turn.
Yep.
You also generated 1 as soon as it became your turn.
Oh, I get it.
So
So I have 2.
so you had 2. You spent 1 in your turn. And you have 1 left.
Okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
There's something weird about the first turns you didn't have a command point. Or
Well, if you go the bottom of 2, the person and you don't have a command point, and the person alphas your army, and you haven't had a turn yet, you don't have a command point.
Oh.
So that's why a lot of the times you'll play a 1950 just so that you can
Have something.
have something.
Alright, needless to say, I've got to use my command point
Yeah.
to stay from crumbling into nothing. So.
Even if you only had 1, I think it would
Yeah.
still be worth using.
Okay. Well, yeah, now I'm at 0 until my turn comes back around.
Yeah. So if you get double turned, it's bad.
So I really don't want to get double turned. Alright.
Technically I have to roll for the sequiturs. Oh look, they're fine.
And then points.
So I just get the 1, I think.
No.
Are you keeping track points
Yep.
or should we?
Which one do you score? Just your backfield one? for
Just my
one?
backfield 1, yeah.
Okay. So
Um,
that makes it the Bone King with 5, or Shiny Pants with 1.
love that name.
Yes.
Alright, roll for a priority.
I don't wanna. I win ties at least, right? Isn't that how it works?
Yep.
Alright. Roll low. Okay.
Oh!
The one thing you could have rolled.
That is rough.
Spend a
Needless,
command point to reroll.
needless to say, it's double turn time.
Yep. Which means the Skellies don't get a chance to. Oh, I lost a really important dice roll, so I'm in for some hurt. I'm in for a bad day. Pray them up there.
Yeah, they have to all be
I'm glad
within.
they did. I'm glad they did.
They have to be wholly within blankety blank inches of him. Okay, so hero phase. First, the Sequitors. The Evocators over on this side are going to empower my hero.
Okay.
7.
7 that goes through. I'll try and put a stop to that. I'm going to use my Arcan for +2. 5 + 2 is 7.
So it goes through.
Is dispelling win the tie or is casting win the tie?
You have to beat
Beat it.
whatever he casts.
Okay.
Thank God you're here because I don't know how to play this game.
I barely do, so I'm not sure I'm gonna tell, but I'll do my best.
How terrible are these blue dice, by the way? If anyone wants to. That means nothing, that's just a random roll.
That's not too bad.
Okay, those are beautiful.
The big ones are good. The small ones are a little hard to see, but
Alright, I'll try not to use the little ones
Yeah,
anymore.
these black ones really pop.
Yeah.
yeah, the black and white dice make a huge difference. So.
The Evocators in the back over there are going to empower the ballista that's in the battalion.
Mm-hmm.
10.
How many more casts do you have?
My hero, and that is it.
What's your hero do?
She has a few spells she can cast, but it's mostly just like magic missile, like Mystic Shield.
I'll try and dispel whatever you just cast. I needed a 9. I did not get it.
Okay, that ballista is empowered. So now, not the best use of it, but I'm gonna spend a command point. So my castigators, 3 of them get to fire on Arcan. So I need 4.
What'd she do?
1 hit,
What was she supposed
1.
to do?
You did 1 wound. Jesse, you have a save to be making. 1
1 minus 1.
1 minus 1 on Arcan.
Shooting?
Using my Anvils of the Helgen Hammer ability to fire my hero phase.
Okay. Alright, so 1 shot.
Minus 1.
So 5 up. And then that'd be a 6 up. Alright.
He takes a wound. Then
And that was the ballista?
that was the castigators.
Oh, now that they've caused 1 wound against him.
Now the ballista can fire.
Now we can reroll, right?
Yep. So spending that.
In for a bad time.
Need 4s. Reroll misses. 2. Got 3.
Shots.
8.
I can feasibly survive that.
True. Need Oh yeah, they got the empower off, so three rolls.
Oh, this is the worst.
Empower lets me reroll. So 8 at -2.
Eight.
Oh,
And they're 1 damage each.
yes.
That's gonna be 2 6s.
Well, you guys have played before, right?
Yeah, we played a tournament. That was like in December,
Do you
January.
remember who won it?
Oh, he won it.
Yeah, that was. My
First round I played against Beasley.
Uh,
Or no, first round I played against someone else. Second round Beasley. Third round him. It was just.
that was a nasty list too.
I had 3 losses that day. It felt so miserable.
you poor thing.
Alright, so he's at 7 wounds, so he's got 5 left.
Okay. So let's get 5 left.
You generate command points because your general's alive? Is that right?
Well, I think you always generate one, but without a character, you don't get to use it. So you need your general to.
One thing like my vampire has a command ability,
Yeah,
so it's not necessarily a general ability.
yeah,
What's the range on magic missile? Is it 18?
That sounds about right.
yeah. It is 18.
Actually, my hero will do Mystic Shield on himself.
Alright.
Or herself. 5? I think Jess gets it.
Sure, I'll try and fill it. Why not?
Yep.
I'll do it.
Check it out. Mushroom Boris.
This.
Printing them. Printing them. So I'm gonna be able to print a whole 4 first, like a whole table worth of them. But yeah, it's gonna be dope.
Do an underground
Yeah.
scenery.
Yeah, I'm working on a game that's goblin themed.
You gotta do, what was the one I was gonna do? I was gonna do lava.
You wanted to do fire,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna do an ash waste.
As long as it's got some lava on it.
I think we make the terrain pieces have lava. I always like that look better, where the terrain pieces have lava and then the board is just ash waste.
I was looking at
And then all the terrain pieces are dangerous.
so cheated for my escalation. I'm having my bases commissioned.
Oh, good for you.
Okay. Don't let
See,
your
I don't
face.
want to get hooked up.
Yeah.
So, other than the fact that she couldn't apply her backwards. She started with red with yellow for the highlights.
Oh.
It's backwards.
A little bit, yeah.
But these ones turned out great.
Oh yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Something like super black, just a little bit of it. Those are cool. Oh, good.
Yeah. That's nice.
And then anything was for these two kind of lava waves and it ended up kind of turned into a mess with the colors were.
Reverse.
Yeah, she's fixing it right now.
Did.
There. Still there.
Not bad.
For the amount of time it's taken me, so it's just
Yeah.
just like, I'm not worried about it.
For sure. Then I can basically replace the trees on the forest like this.
Well, you could probably use that template.
Yeah,
Or something
just
on there.
laser cut a little base here.
Or baby mushrooms all over it or something.
Or these guys.
Yeah. Sweet.
Sweet.
Stuff it up. Still gotta paint those walls, man.
Yeah.
In time for the back up.
When do you
August 16th, I'm officially gone. So I'm thinking like,
way too soon.
I know.
Where you going?
Can't say on the stream, but to at least
Gotcha.
for a year.
Oh, that's rough.
So. We're gonna have one. I'm gonna force these guys to do it. We're gonna have one giant 3 versus 3 battle or something like that
Yeah, it'd be
in
fun.
the garage this summer. Ricky's got got all those Warhammer like castle pieces. Have you seen those?
No.
So the same company that does these tabletop world buildings, they have like scale walls that are actually super impressive. The giant gatehouse and towers that are like this tall, just awesome stuff.
Nice.
Problem is, we went in on that stuff like 3 years ago,
Yeah.
4 years ago,
Yeah.
and just never had the chance to. I mean, I think we played it. We played with it a few times, kind of in the background or as scenery, but.
Yeah.
Sounds like a lot
I
of
just
setup.
never
now.
painted it either because it's just so much to paint.
I got that airbrush. I got that big
Yeah.
0.5 millimeter airbrush. I think that would cover pretty well.
Yeah, I'll need to borrow that to prime it and buy like 3 bottles of primer.
I'll just do it too. Keep on jamming it. I'm not good at maintaining this stuff.
Yeah.
But I think we could do those and the watchtowers
Yeah.
in one like marathon session. You know,
Yeah.
it is
Because I
just
want
airbrush.
to.
Just do an airbrush and a watch maybe.
I'm gonna do my trolls. So I gotta do the Fellwater trolls, and then I'm gonna be doing just a lot of terrain for the Twitch here
Mm-hmm.
for the stream. I want to try and get so we're not always fighting over the same village.
So I got more of those Lost Ruin tablescapes. So we can do a 6x4 board with those. And then I got more of the Sigmar crypt stuff.
How many wounds does Arcan have left?
So I have to tell you.
5.
Yeah, so we took 7, there's 11 by default, and +1 for the realm.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it was really cool, like model land piece. It's like a big church. So you get that. That should be a pretty good realm of death. Crypts
Yeah.
and dead trees, and grave sites everywhere. And that board's pretty good for it too. So.
Yeah, I need to find some good. I want to find some good 3D files for just general trees, because I don't really want to buy more of the GW ones. They're cool. They're cool, but I already have. I have one more box of them. But I want to be able to just print a bunch. Because if I could print several more stands, we could actually have enough terrain for trains.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it safe and have the ballista that's part of the battalion either on Arcan. Alrighty. So, need 4 for your own missions. Number of hits. This is where it's determined. 6, 9,
11. You do it. He's rolling a bunch of dice to see if he gets by general.
threes, and you get to reroll misses because they earn power. So yep, 11 at -2.
Ugh.
7, 8, 9. I think this is it for Arc and
Yeah,
11.
sounds like it's double turn, is it?
6s, yep. I think double turn is gonna get me. So 3, 6, 9.
You still have points on the board though, which
So he is dead.
Yay!
So Arkin is off the board. Didn't even get to Curse of Years, anybody?
oh boo.
Dad, were you playing with the guy?
Yeah, I was. Arkin is no more. This is not the old vampire counts where everyone just starts crumbling after the general's dead.
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah,
I'm glad they got rid of rules like that. Same with goblins, like
Oh,
kill my
animosity.
characters and everybody just runs.
Animosity.
Animosity where I just don't get to do anything. Like,
Oh,
right, glad I showed up to this game.
Juke Kingers?
So these are all we're using. These are all set up in our games. They're in front of the stand. So all these things like this, that lets us know where the guys can be and where they should be. So we gotta make sure it stays just where they are.
3 -1 on your lore guests.
Is it 1 wound or?
Yep, just 1 wound each.
Okay, so 5 up. And 1, I still get a 6 up because they're by only for the general or is that for any hero? I think it's for any hero.
I think it's any hero.
For my, well, it's my feel no pain. That doesn't
Yeah,
mean
It's that way with Nighthawk at
Yeah,
least.
yeah, I'm a 6 up with David's. 1 more wound, which is enough to kill a Morghast.
Woo!
Enough to take him off the board. Whole front,
How many wounds does your necromancer have?
I think he only has like 4, maybe 5, but
Okay.
he can displace wounds onto the skeletons as long as they're nearby.
Gotcha.
So yeah, as long as it is within 3 inches, he can put the wounds on them.
In that case,
Then he has 5 wounds.
I'll fire on your Morghast. I need this one. My cascaders and freeze. I was choosing power because I usually do. So 5 hit. And 5 wounds at -2.
Alright, and they are 1 damage.
Yep, everything except my hammer is 1. So only kind of downside is spell cast.
6s, made 1, 6s again, made another, so 3 wounds onto the second Morghast.
Okay.
Use it half-life.
Then this ballista. I guess I will play it safe and fire at your wolves.
Okay. Let's do 5 more wounds, because one's at half-life, right? Yeah.
So hitting on 4.
Brutal.
2.
2. And 2.
No.
These 2. Yep.
And they are not within 6. Is there a modifier on that? -2, right?
-2 to hit.
Or no, -2 armor save.
Yeah, I still need to roll for wounds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right, you're rolling for shots of it now.
3.
Wait, yeah, got that. So 2, 4, 6, 7. -2?
Yep.
Alright.
Yay!
No mo doggos. All the doggos.
Oh. You're doing really good with your shooting this game.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's working out.
Well, it's like I placed myself to try and defend the objective a little bit and to try and protect against the charge, but I didn't even think about the
Shoot,
fire from those ballistas, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, yeah, all he has to do is score 1 wound with the, whatchamacallit, and this guy's out.
It's funny though, because you'd be surprised how often 6 cascaders can't wound anything.
Well, yeah, they didn't do it the first round either.
The
right?
entire game I played against Beasley the other day, in 3 rounds, and meaning like 5 rounds of shooting for them, I didn't do 1 wound with them against Skaven. Like, the Evocators in the back are gonna try and charge. They
Are you
need
playing
Nope.
I don't know, maybe I'm looking for this.
Last one when we get home.
I watch a movie?
My hero is gonna charge the general.
What general? Oh, you're general. I was like, I don't have a general.
Hey,
Gonna make it.
good charge.
Does he get, the Dracolines get anything special when they charge?
Yeah,
Past a certain distance, you roll high enough, or?
they get to reroll the charge, and if they charge, the claws do D3 damage instead of 1.
That's right. Yeah.
I guess that's another thing that does more than 1 damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, so what I want to try and do is get a circle. Okay, so there's like leeway in that area. So I'll just boop.
Let's get everybody.
Might as well bring him into the party.
Let's do it. Alright, any other charges? You know those 5 sequiturs just want to go headlong into it.
They are dumb ones,
Yeah.
but they're gonna hold the line
Uh,
for I don't know why. Alright, combat. Sectors over there are gonna choose power.
okay. That gives them a reroll to hit, right?
Yep.
Those grain hammers are gonna come in. 5 of them?
Yep. And 1 extra attack because of the prime.
Mhm.
So let me look at these Morghasts. Yeah, that's too painful. How many wounds does he have left?
The three left over Margast. But you're also immune to Rend, so
No, true.
Rend is the big one of the reasons I was really big on taking them.
Oh.
It's because it's Rend 2. Nothing else really in my army has a lot of Rend.
And the hero has the Ethereal Amulet and or Mystic Shield as well. So I get to reroll it once. Yeah, I'll go with the Sequitors first then, I guess. So 11. I need freeze. And freeze again.
Chipping away at you, is he?
Well, I think he's gonna go with 12.
6 at -1. Which, yep, 12 wounds for the save then.
10. I only have 11 large dice. Oh, there. So 6s. A couple in there.
Yeah.
3, so that knocks it down to 3, 6, 9. 9 that is skeletons.
And then you got regular Sequitur attacks too.
Oh yeah. Get 6 regulars. Please. And 3s. 6 at no rank.
6, 9. And how do these objectives work? Is it once you have it until someone else takes it, or you have to be on it every turn?
No, as long as if you move off it and he doesn't move anybody onto it, you still control it.
So 3 more dead skillies.
So if he shoots stuff off, then it doesn't do him any good. Oh, shit.
Alright.
Super good fiasco.
Okay. Well, I don't think they're gonna do much. So let's go and have the Morgast go.
Makes sense.
He gets 3 attacks.
Oh, super blue fumes.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Right in my eyes. Can't see.
That's the good stuff.
3 attacks and a 3+. 2 go through. Then rerolls. Then 3, or 2 dice and a 3+, so 1 goes through. Then 2, you need a 2.
Need
Fail.
3.
Wait, you need 2 to fail because
yeah.
of 1 you reroll.
Okay.
So that bounces, and then it goes back to you.
Okay. I'm just gonna have the Lord Arcanum pour all the stuff into the Necromancer.
Alright.
So get 4 attacks from my staff, 3s and 3s. Get to reroll the wound rolls because you got empowered. So that was to hit, to wound, reroll. 3 at -1.
3 on the Necromancer.
Yeah.
How many damage?
D3.
Okay, go ahead and he doesn't have normal saves.
So
3,
1.
4, 5.
Yep.
So they're gonna be 6s, and then I'm gonna roll to see if we can give them to the skeleton. So he takes 5 wounds, and then since he's within 3 inches of the skellies, let me make sure. Yeah, he's good. So once he's within 3 inches of them, on a 4 up, he gives them the wounds. So he gives 2 of the skellies, so 2 dead skellies. And then he takes 3, which brings him down to 2.
And now for the kitty cat.
Oh, that's right.
There you go.
The fun's not over.
3s and 3s.
Mm-hmm. So my guys died, except taking off the board.
Reroll because of the empower.
How did they die?
Well, you roll dice and it gives him
1. Total of 1 damage.
1 damage, any rend?
-1.
Alright, so just a 6 up. And then we'll do the same thing on a 4+, he gives it to the skills. Nope, so he takes 1 mo.
So close.
So close. But not enough. Because all others, they're 6 up and vulnerable once he's gone. Alrighty.
I think that's that phase.
So my skellies still get to go
Oh,
to...
sorry, I forgot about
Yeah.
that entirely.
Oh, and don't forget about
And your
those 5...
necromancer gets to go.
Don't forget
Sorry.
about those 5 skellies, yeah. They're gonna go into your hero.
It's almost like you wanna let them fail at the command, right?
Fours. Well, I can't re-summon them because my general's dead.
Oh, is he the only one that can summon?
Yep, 2 armor saves. So I can bring the spirit hosts in with anybody.
Reroll.
Reroll 2s also?
The reroll. Oh no, you're right. Yeah,
I did a wound.
I take 1.
I did a wound. Singular.
Did the Morghast get to kill anything?
No, he's not. He's more of a horde killer, I think. So he has a 3 up.
That
Unrendable.
ethereal amulet is.
Amazing. That's what my vampire lord uses it. It's pretty
Yes.
cool. And then Necro. What does the Necro do? I don't. It does like
So
1
you're
attack
telling me it's just mortal wound that guy.
all day long.
Oh,
So
dang.
1 attack. Hit on 4. It hits. Wounds on 3. It wounds. Rend 1 D3 damage, but you don't care about rend, so 1 dice.
Okay.
That's 2 D3 damage. 1 damage.
1 damage.
Good job, Necromancer.
He did something. That's better than he normally does.
Did something.
He did as much damage as the Morghast.
Alright, so the skellies crumble.
Crumble to dust.
And then
Dust.
one in your backfield is worth 4.
Yep, but nobody's there.
Ballista is just in the circle.
6 inches? No.
Oh, is that the outer circle?
Yeah,
Oh,
just
Shit.
outside.
sorry.
Scared me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Scared me. I still have a chance on the points, because you have this one now.
Yeah. So I just get 3.
So you'll be at 4 now.
3, so it takes it up to 4, yep.
Oh boy, what in tarnations am I gonna do?
Score points. Score points to victory.
Very.
Seems good.
Redeploy. Summon everything.
Let's see, so yeah, so I start with my command ability. I don't want to use my command ability. Generally have his, so I guess just magic. Necromancer is going to cast Magic Missile, the darkness. So he's going to cast it. 12, so it definitely goes
Yeah.
on. That is D3 wounds like that, right?
If it's a 10 or better, it's D3.
2 more mortal wounds on the angry cat. Good job, Necromancer. Earning your keep.
Yeah.
And then the Vampire Lord. I'm gonna have to go big on this one, I think.
Yeah, man. You gotta go big or go home.
The Vampire Lord is gonna cast Amethystine Pinions on himself.
What is that?
Gives him +5 movement. But it does not go off.
Woo.
Oh, maybe it does. Amethystine Pinions. Because it's +1. Oh, it does go off, but just barely. It's a casting value of 5.
Gonna counter it.
Yeah, you need literally just about anything else. That's anything else.
Okay.
So that's my magic. Let's do movement. The skellies can't really move. What I was gonna do is I was gonna try and fly the Vampire Lord 19 inches and take the back line. But I don't know if I can do that. Necro is gonna go ahead and pull back. So, can you run when you retreat?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and run Necromancer back. Extra 4 inches. And right there.
Run away!
Oh, I am. Don't you worry. Oh, this dice is his wounds. I'll keep
There's
that.
red dice over here.
Well, I want to forget that.
No, you can run away from your wounds. I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
That's how these things go, right?
Did you run away or did you die?
Both, as a matter of fact. Why not both?
Asking the questions that matter.
Let's go big or go home. I want to see chompers do some chomping.
Okay.
So the vampire lord's got a movement of 14. Why did I set that limit that way? So that's gonna take him past. Since he flies, he ignores us.
I thought when even with fires you had to end your turn off of terrain.
Can I not end my turn on this? On the fences?
Oh, you count on the fence, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just a barrier, right?
Yeah, it's just a obstacle.
Obstacle. But I couldn't end it on like this.
You couldn't end it on top of the house because the houses are impassable.
But even if you'd been, I think I'd be able.
I mean, it's fine either way. I'm just like I guess like the only rules with Sigmar that I really don't get are some terrain give bonuses, some are passable, some are impassable.
They don't even know.
I don't know.
They make this stuff up as they go.
Yeah.
Alright. These guys will move till they bounce 3 inches away. That should be on that line. We'll just know that they're 3 inches away. And if I roll snake eyes, then I don't make my charge. But I have a standard that guarantees a charge of 6.
Sounds good.
So we are killing 5 seconders this turn. It's going to happen. It is going to happen. We're good and spooky wolfish. Alright. Trees, be back. Okie doke. I think that's my entire army, right? So at the end of my movement phase, I'm gonna go bring the spirit hosts back from the grave. So now we get these wiggly wigglies out, and I can't be any closer than that. And then I can't be any closer than that. Just since he's in the way, we'll put a marker. Oh, well, I'm not gonna be that close to that. 6 spooky boys coming out of the grave. To defend that backline madness. Maybe go for a charge. Actually, we're gonna do it like this. There we go. Okay. Can we do this? I don't know. Alright, so that ends the movement phase. Shooting phase, the terror dice, the zombie dragon has a puke. So he's going to use his pestilential breath. Roll a dice when you attack. If the number is less than the number of models in the target unit. Okay, so it automatically hits. Roll a dice is less than 9, it's less than 9. So it hits. The wound is going to be a 2-up. So wounds, and it does -3 ring, d6 damage. So they're 4-up, right?
Yep, so they don't get a save.
And then, yeah, and then d6. So 3. 1 dead sequitor. And 1 wounded sequitor.
Indeed.
Uh-oh. On cement floors, it's gone.
Run away,
Okay.
Rip dice. So what I would do, just to think about it too, is I'm obviously going to charge.
Yeah.
Take it away, make it harder for me to charge up.
Actually,
So that's
yeah.
the same thing I did with the dire wolves.
Yeah.
I started pulling away from you to make it harder for you to get up there.
Good call. Thank you for the tip.
Broken clock is right twice a day. Did they already have a wound on them?
Nope.
No. Oh, they had 2 models.
Puppies are gone too. Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, everything's gone. Well, not everything. That's silly. I mean, that vampire is like a quarter of my army right there.
And 40 skellies.
And 40 skellies. Yeah, I'm still pretty strong on the right flank. I lost my guts.
Yeah.
I guess I probably should have had the Morgas just retreat. You just get shot anyways.
If you want to, we can go back and do it.
No.
Let him kill the kitty if he can.
Yeah, he'll have his chance. Just have to roll 2. Alright, that's all my shooting, so now charging. So the Vampire Lord on Zombo Drago.
Going to charge. If he completed a charge, increase the damage of his death lance to 3. I don't think he has a death lance, I think it's a sword, right?
So he's modeled off the sword, yeah.
Well, he goes
Yeah.
11 inches.
Woo! Wherever you want. Dang.
So I'll have him up. And I'll leave him here only if I'm more than 3 inches away from the second because I don't want you to.
Evocators. But
Yeah,
yeah,
whatever. They're 3 1/4 inches away.
kind of surprised you didn't go after the backfield. For the
Well, I
full
would
points.
have if I had the additional 5-inch movement, but I wouldn't have been able to get back there without it. So, yeah, I would have gotten maybe. So, because I did the measurement from here, 19 would have gotten me here, but 14 would have got me pretty far, I guess. It would have got me here, and then I could have charged.
Yeah, and you'd be on the. I didn't put him right up against the circle, so.
Yeah, I could have been just enough here.
Yep.
But then they would come in and kill him, so maybe I'm more well. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Evocators would be out of 3, and I think you kill all the Judicators. But in any case, like,
Yeah.
my Unisequiturs, you need some
Yeah.
dying anyway.
Not making the +5 movements, but talk me out of that. But I probably could have done it anyways. Now that I think about it, because from where he was in the woods,
Yeah, I think you're.
it would have been
It
possible.
would have been like a 6-inch charge, but
Yeah.
you have a command point, right?
I do. Yeah, I've never used it, right? Sweet. And then the Skellies, I don't know why I'm bothering, but yeah. Because they get a guaranteed charge of 6 inches.
Yep.
I don't know why it works for the 2 inches. Let's say front 3 ranks. Some mosh pit in there. Alright, the Spirit Hosts. We'll try and make a charge into your general, because why not? The 9-inch. Not gonna get it. And the Necro is going to charge as well.
My general?
Yep. Oh no, he retreated. He can't charge a turn he retreats. That's what I'm saying, that's given.
Why would I do that?
In theory, I would have done it because I'm going to make it harder for your Vocators to get up there. But you're going to get a full movement, so I guess it's a moot point.
Yeah, I mean, with Stormcast, 5-inch movement. It's.
Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so I get to go first. Yeah.
This doesn't load.
Okay.
This.
Once I finish this turn, I'll give it a look. So I may as well go with, let's see, I don't think you can kill 10 Skellies over there, so they're going to get their full attacks in. I don't think you'll be able to take the Vampire Lord down a peg. So I'll go and get more gas attacks in there. So 3 up, let's see it. Oh, didn't see it. 3 ups again, let's see it. Didn't see it. Alright, 1 dice, you have to roll 2. That's not a 2. Alright, your turn.
Okay.
Oh, it's floating right now, so we put that all the way over.
Well, I guess I'm activating the Sequiturs.
Well, it stays
The group of 8, or the group of 5.
That's the question.
Oh, right. Yeah, just lays down.
I'm thinking the 8th,
so
but
slow.
I know. Oh yeah, because he starts going down. If you get wounds, he's got that 3+ unrendable.
oh yeah.
He starts going down after 3 wounds suffered. So if you do 4, he'll have, well, I guess it doesn't really matter, it's 1 less attack.
And yeah, I can only get 3 of my guys in attack range with the piling in. So yeah, we'll go with the Sequiturs over here. I would have chosen defense because I wasn't sure if you'd activate them first. Yeah, let's just have their dying blows mean something.
Do it.
I get 7.
Do you want to try playing something else?
take a long time to download.
This thing's still annoying.
3 with the big hammer, so -1, 2 damage.
That's this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't have a hero next to them, so they're just gonna take 6 wounds.
Okay.
And then the regular hammers, 2.
Oh, right. I always forget about them.
Why bother?
3 at no rank.
Alright, so 3 went through, so I get 3 5-ups, with no 6-up.
Dad, you all
Made
three
1.
guys died.
Okay.
Yeah, and 2 Moses died too, so just above 30.
Birdie died.
Something like that.
Dad, what happened?
7, 8 died. Stay till. I'll go ahead and do the Vampire Lord.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Well, let's see, because he can whiff, he can do really big, and he can whiff really big. So we start with the Vampiric Sword. Okay, so he has 4 attacks with the Vampiric Sword.
And this is
The Vampire Lord on the Zombo Dragon.
who? Ah,
So he has 4 Vampiric Sword attacks, and they hit on a 3+. No rerolls, maybe, yeah, maybe. And then, the 3+ the wound.
ooh.
That was a wound, -1 rend, 2 saves, and it's going to be D3 damage after that. So 5-ups.
5-ups, rerolling misses. Would have done defense, clearly.
That's 1 reroll. Okay,
So 1 gets
3 damage. 3 damage, that should be 2 more.
Yeah. Or 2 total, yeah.
And then the next thing is going to be the zombie dragon himself, so now that's the maw. So that's 3 attacks. These are the big hitters, so I want these to go through. 4 up now, 4 up to hit. It's going to be 3 up to wound. Battle wounds, that's going to be a -2 rend.
Need a 6 reroll.
Oh,
Ah.
it's a 6.
Okay.
And then the sword-like claws is going to be 7 attacks. Hitting on 4s.
I feel like they could come up with a better name for that.
Sword-like claws?
Yeah.
That's a great name. Just like swords.
Okay.
3 is the wound. So 3 go through, and that's going to be a -1 rend.
5 reroll. Missed those, so 2.
Alright, I'll
You
take it.
played over to Dad's place.
Yeah, give me my dice. And then, so those are 2 damage each.
So 2 go down.
So now maybe 3. 3 attacks went through, right?
No, I rolled a 6 for one of them.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, I got some of his guys, and he got some of mine. So.
All the things are dying. So much dying.
Alright. Is that it?
And then it'll go back to you, so then the remaining sequitors and your hero can go.
Yeah, that's all the zombie dragon did.
He killed 4 of them.
Yeah, he's. Like I said, he can hit hard. It's just
Bad.
there's a lot of 4+ to hits. And against someone like Ricky with that -1, it makes it pretty tough.
Yeah.
You have fun looking at your hand? You want to try and load something else? I don't think that thing's gonna load.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll this with a 2-handed
I
bullet.
never got played with the video all the
Threes.
time.
Got
I don't think it's working.
it.
Brain resetting. Might get kicked off the Wi-Fi too. Oh, so. Let's try and load. I don't know if it works this time.
Got 3 big hammers going at you.
3 big hammers.
Yup. So Brand doesn't matter.
Just 3 saves now. 3 up. Fail 2.
2 damage each.
So that's 4 damage. I still get 6s though. So he's a hero. Doesn't matter. Alright. And
Alright.
then that's it.
I get my kitty cat man.
Now it's my turn.
Oh, Yeah, I thought you were.
So my Skelly Horde is going to kill the 5 seconds now.
I keep forgetting about your skill
So-
sets. I'm sorry.
Without, as long as you're cool with it, without doing too much craziness.
Yeah. It's,
30, we'll call 30 good.
I'm not too worried about it.
And sorry, audience, I'm gonna. Well, I can use big dice, I guess.
Yeah, I can zoom in on the tray and then people can see whatever you got.
15. Hold on, Elsa. 20. Is it not working again?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll this 3 times.
Okay.
All goes well. 4s. I'm gonna get that first. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Thirteen, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 25, 27. Thirty, 33, 36, 39, 43. So I got
What happened, Dad?
42. I will tell you in just a minute. So there's 30. I don't know yet. Right now I'm attacking. See it. Hold on. I got this. I got this.
I got it. You got
40,
it big
40,
enough?
43 dice, that's easy. Easy. I think I beat his army, but we don't know yet. We're gonna see if I did enough damage. Well, not his army, but a small piece of his army.
Come on, settlers.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 29 saves, please.
I'm just gonna roll those.
You're gonna use those, yeah.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 4 ups re-rolling.
Yeah.
So now he has to roll dice to see if he's gonna stop in a race. Still looking yourself? Oh, no. No, we're looking at his game. Oh, that
Okay.
was pretty good.
So I'm just gonna pull the 4-ups off.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put big works also.
But don't pick it off.
I won't take it off, I just don't think it's working. So you have to maybe watch a movie or something.
Okay. So then re-roll these.
Them.
I think some people live.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
3 die. 6 damage.
All those dice to kill 3 sequitors.
Pretty good results.
Oh yeah. 3 rolls.
Oh, that leads me down to the Prime himself.
Oh boy. Let's see what Battle Shock does for me.
Oh no, there was another guy who's just black, so I didn't notice.
Camouflage.
Oh yeah, this one was.
Alright, and so then you've got your Dracoline. Can you finish off that Morgas? So that was charge bonuses. Let's see.
Staff attacks. 4, 3 up, 3 up, reroll wound. 2, -1 red for D3 damage.
So you're gonna be 5. Fails in both. Gone. Oh, he's within how many wounds?
5. And yep.
He's within 6 of a necro. Just enough to kill him.
Yay!
Told you, man, newly painted models. It's a death sentence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a death sentence every time.
So now his poor kitty cat doesn't get to kill anything.
No, just sit there angrily. So,
So you get 3?
yeah, I think I overestimated my sequitur killing. Well, we gotta do Battle Shock first.
Oh, is it?
So let's do Battle Shock first to see if I did clear them off. Because in theory, I can, if I kill 3 of you in Battle Shock.
I've got 7 bravery there.
-1, so you're at 6 because of the necros.
They lost 3.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's
Just barely.
pretty.
Yeah, make it.
And then the ones over there, I'm not sure if I lost 4 or 5. I know I lost another one, but I don't remember if it was this turn.
Yeah, because he died from the spitting. He died from the acid bomb thing.
Okay, in that case, they get +5 to the roll. They have 6 bravery.
Or you could just command point it.
Yeah,
I
just gonna
assumed you were
command
going to command point it from the beginning.
point that. I didn't realize it was that stacked of a roll. The anvils get rerolls on the battle shock tests.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because all I had to do was take. Well, I guess I would
So
have
what's
to
the
take.
scoring look like?
So 3 me. So I'm at 8.
To my 5? Or is it? Was it 4?
Well, how many do you score? Because we just need to know how much you score this turn.
I thought it was scored at the end of our individual turns.
Yeah, this is your turn.
This is
My turn.
This is
My
your
turn. Yep. So that'll give me 3 more points. I'll put
3
it at
more?
8.
So you go to 8. Okay.
Yep,
to my
5
4.
8. And now the most important dice roll, really the question of whether or not
Yep.
this is going to go already past turn 3. Good 4.
You win the tie.
I went second.
You went second, so he wins the
Oh,
win the tie.
I won the tie.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, I imagine.
Do you mind if we take like a bathroom smoke break?
Go for it.
Cool.
Ah, you're up on points, but can you
Yeah.
survive it?
Well, that was the big question I had: is if I can get to that back line.
Yeah.
But now that I'm thinking about it, going to the back line would have made even more sense the more I ponder it, because it actually would have taken my Vampire Lord away from some
You just want
threats.
to go back for it?
I was gonna use the bathroom first. You mind if I just?
Yeah, just go out the back door and then just ping me whenever you come in the chat. Alright.
And if you're tired, also there's a couch out there you can take a nap. Just let me know. Yeah, I totally should have gone for the back objective. Try to get a big 4-pointer. I think I definitely could have killed 5 Judicators. And chomped on the Evocators the next turn. That is hindsight.
Yeah, I mean it's still well, yeah, him getting to shoot.
Yeah, I think
Because if you could have I don't know what you could have done.
well, going for that back. If I had gone for the Vampire Lord or going for the back objective, and I got a decent charge roll, I could have gotten the 4 points, and then I would have been out of the range of a lot of the shooting.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with that Vampire Lord is I don't ever use it. I always think about how I should use the Vampire Lord afterwards. Like, oh, it'd be great if I did this, but I never really think about it while I'm using it.
It's always tough.
I thought I'd be able to nuke in Sequitors, but their defensive stance is pretty tough.
Yeah. Yeah, those rerolls make a big difference.
Spirit Host should be able to hold my backline for a turn at least, because they're 4 up, unrendable.
Yeah.
18 wounds.
And he has to try and charge in there. Those are evocators up front.
Oh yeah, the Evocators, they do a lot of mortals is the only problem.
So, but they're only moved 5, so if he doesn't get a good charge roll, you could still hold that objective. And you're gonna win this one. And if your zombie doesn't get shot off, who knows, this is a close one.
Yeah, the Evocators are gonna hurt.
Yeah,
He's got
they're gonna kill your dragon over there too, that other unit.
Hopefully I'll do mortals on a 4 up, I think, right?
I can't remember, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, each one of them I think does 2 on a 4 up. So yeah, I totally should go for backline. What do you think, chat? I know Matt Beasley's watching.
Yeah, Matt, what should we do? Is he talking?
Oh, I was playing Star Realms. Matt, I'm disappointed. We were asking how bad of an idea it was to not go for the back objective. But you don't have to answer that. It's okay. I know. My heart of hearts, I know.
In your heart of hearts, you know it was a horrible idea.
I know I should have just gone ham.
Oh, super bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the extra 2 points would have given me a bigger buffer. And,
Yeah, because you probably could have killed the bow boys. They wouldn't have had the defense save. You would have been able to get away from the Valkyries. Yeah.
plus Plus, I would have been away from the ballistas even more important.
Yeah.
The ballistas are going to chew me alive.
Yeah.
Valkyries are finally going to get their pound of flesh. Yeah, that's why, I mean, I don't know why I was so big on casting amethystine pinions. Because when I measured it, and that's probably what I should have done in the first place, I should have actually measured it. I would have been alright even without it. But my thought process was, if I don't get the
Oh,
extra 5
it's none with delicious nicotine. Okay. Got it. Wow.
Yeah, and losing my general is always. And that's something else I'm thinking about too with Arkin, is Arkin's so easy to kill.
Yeah, I don't know how you keep them alive.
Well, and against the shooting army you can't, because I think when I was playing the Anthony's Caradron Overlords, they did the same thing, where one round of shooting with his Arcanauts even. And I don't even think they had to use all the shooting, I was off the board.
Like, what if, can you just make the Necromancer, who is pretty hard to kill, your general?
So, well, like what Matt's saying is, yeah, I'm thinking at this point of just taking the Vampire Lord as my general. The Vampire Lord on the Zombie Dragon as my general, because he's got the 3+ unrendable, and he has more wounds, and he's more punchy, and he's still a spellcaster.
Right.
And because he's more mobile than Arkin, really, he'd actually be able to get to the grave sites a little bit easier.
Yeah.
The question is do I keep using Arkin at all at that point? I think for the Lords of the Legion of Sacrament, I think.
Evocators over here casting.
Oh, I know they are.
6.
It goes off. Vampire Lord Prime spell.
Okay.
Got him.
Evocators over there empowering the ballista. They do not get it. And my hero is going to. Your Necromancer has 1 hit point left, right?
1 hit point left. Yes.
He's gonna magic missile hit him. Actually,
Spell is so hard.
no, I'm not. I'm gonna magic missile zombie dragon guy.
Alright.
8.
8. Oh shoot. Alright. It goes off. So he gets 1 wound back. Drop finish 6. I do get 1 wound restored because I
spinner.
slew an enemy unit into combat.
Oh yeah, he killed something too.
But I did forget to drink my chalice of blood, so let's hope that I survive.
2 mortals.
I just took 1 wound off. Why are you putting more wounds on?
I don't know why you were in a hurry to take it off. That's that stuff.
Oh, but I get a 6 up against them. I still got my 6 up.
Okay.
Which never does me any good. At least I
But
remember.
you have it.
But I have it in theory. In theory, one of these days I'm gonna roll 6. Yeah, like so. The other problem is with Legion of Sacrament. If I take Arkin, he has to be the general. So at this point, I guess I just shouldn't take Arkin at all.
Is gonna try and teleport himself. He got it. Normal.
You've been playing with him for a while, though.
Yeah. So when I started, it was all magic casting those.
Yeah.
Arkin's Battalion, which gave him +1 spell. It gave the other 2 casters +1 spell. Gave me a total of +4 to cast as long as they're by the Mortis engine, or as long as he was. So his spell casting was just insane. But the spell casting was just never worth. I never felt like it was worth taking. Like, he has debuffs, other than Curse of Youth, he doesn't have any real great spells.
Yeah.
But if I take Arkin off, I can take another vampire, I guess. I'll just start going big on the vampires. So I can take a flying vampire who's
Yeah,
also
I see.
mobile, which is just a level 1 caster. So I'd have 3 level 1 casters.
Do you take another dragon? 2 dragons, 2 hordes? Seems pretty good.
It would be good. It's an extra 120 points though. Because Arkin's 320 and the Vampire Lord is 440. So I would have to figure out, I'd have to take something else off the board.
I don't know if that one character's gonna do much for you.
Just having 1 Vampire Lord, you mean?
No, this guy moving his Relictor around.
Oh, yeah. Speed bump.
If he succeeds on the lightning storm, he gives an entire unit -1 to hit
Oh, yeah.
until the next hero phase, or my next hero phase. Which that's what he's gonna try and do.
That's a prayer, right?
Yep.
Well, I think he's my dispels anyways.
How many attacks does a dragon dude have?
Which one?
Main guy
How many? What does he have?
attacks? Like 12 or something?
Yeah, like they're all different.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and use the lightning storm on him.
Okay.
Yeah. Got it.
I think that would actually work better because a lot of his stuff's four up to hit already. So
One model.
one mortal. Oh yeah.
Oh, that would have been amazing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, take that.
Do it again. Yeah. So he has to survive until next round at least so he can drink his chalice of blood.
Please just don't kill him this turn. That'd be great. Yeah, so I could get rid of the Vampire Lord on Zombie Dragon and Arcan, and I could take a gash. He is real rough. Then I have to base him. I'm lazy. And I would lose 2 monsters for him. And he's not bad, he is a good caster. What was it, 440, 320?
Spending a hero point.
Yeah, that actually freed up 60 points for me.
My castigator will go ahead and fire. I'm targeting 3 at the necromancer and 3 at the spirit hosts.
You get something cool against shooting spirit hosts.
If I get a 6 on the hit roll, something cool happens. This is for the spirits.
No 6s.
Nope. 1 hit. No wounds.
Who are the other 3 shooting? Who are the other 3 shooting?
The necromancer.
Oh, he did. Oh, he
3
did.
hit. 2 wounds.
1 wound each.
Yep.
So 2 6s.
Oh.
Just barely dead.
Did you save one?
Saved 1.
Oh.
Which is funny. I was like,
Necro.
What?
What you doing?
Watching.
Are you guys even?
12.
It's Peppa Pig.
Oh,
It's a game of Peppa Pig.
okay, gotcha.
See? It's a new game.
Oh yeah, nice.
Okay, got
I'm
1
watching this
hero
video.
point
It's
left.
about Peppa's Pig's Party.
Watching the video on Peppa Pig's Party. I gotcha.
Go ahead and move that.
So close. So close. Almost.
All I need to do is roll 6s every time.
Yeah, you could just start rolling a 6 every time you roll one die.
I think that's my strategy next time I play.
Just drill out your dice.
Just roll 6s
So
every time.
there's 6 on each side of the die. And then just start rolling.
Still 6-sided dice. It's got 6s.
Or just get some GW dice that have symbols on every side.
Bouncing squig dice or something.
And just tell your opponents what the result is, because nobody's gonna know.
Nope. I'll believe you every time.
the ancient dwarven rune for 6.
I hate when they do it on the 1 and the 6. Like those dwarf dice were awful.
They're horrible.
Why do that?
Yeah. If I run an event ever again, I'm gonna say no symbol dice for this.
We are gonna run into this ever again.
You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna butter their bread so hard they're gonna come to you and be like, Lord Fisher.
What was so bad about the last time?
Well, so I have been reaching out to them for a while, trying to say, hey, I want to run this event, and they won't even respond to me anymore.
And is this the Bellevue one or the Seattle one?
Seattle one. The Bellevue one pissed me off kind of for the last time because I was running an event in Seattle for mocks, and I drove posters out to Bellevue, and they wouldn't hang them.
What?
They're like, oh no, we can't hang those. We won't hang those. I'm like, can I talk to the manager? Manager's like, yeah, no, we're not gonna hang those. I'm like, this is for your Seattle store.
Yeah.
Why would you not hang them? They're like, we just don't. We won't. And I'm like, you know, you guys don't make this easy. You know?
Seriously.
Like, they admit that it makes them money when they have events, and yet they won't, you know, help you at all.
They are looking at new management.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know the guy who does the events for the Seattle one, and he's super cool. And wants to get Age of Sigmar going, so
Then he needs to respond to my emails when I say I want to run an event there.
I doubt he's gotten them. I'll hit him up and I'll let him know.
Yeah, I've sent.
Because
Are you talking about Eric or Will?
Oh yeah, Eric.
Yeah, I've sent it to both of them, and neither of them have responded. and I've sent like 3 emails. So I am kind of done with them at this point. Like
That makes
I was telling Jesse, like if they want me to run one, they need to reach out to me now.
Yeah.
And
You-
then
you
they also
feel-
need to make it worth my while, in that they need to invest in the game enough that they buy terrain, instead of just saying, okay, you can run your event here, but you have to bring everything.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that worked for the first couple years of me running events. How about you guys actually start investing in it now?
Well, especially they have so much table space.
Yeah.
And there's barely enough terrain even at the building store to support the tables they have.
The 4 game tables they have, yeah.
Even then, you're like scrounging terrain
Yeah.
out and trying to find
Yeah,
them.
and the other thing that's really just kind of idiotic, when we run events there, they won't let us use those tables because they want to keep them open in case War Machine players come in or whatever. I'm like,
Yeah.
like what's more important to you, that you run a successful event that gets people to come into the store more often, or that it's just, there's the logic
might
is
be
really
playing
weird.
Battle of the 5 Rings army game, and they
Yes,
need all 6 of those tables.
right, it's
When you look at the terrain they have, they have like they have some infinity terrain, they have some like medieval Shogun Japan terrain. No, hardly any actual Warhammer,
Yeah.
especially Age of Sigmar.
it's kind of laughable that for such a premium like game store, how little they actually support tabletop at all. Like, it's not because they don't have the money, like a small independent release, like these people have the money. They just are willfully not supporting it.
I wonder if they would support people actually coming in there and building terrain. Like, who said, hey, we'll build you 4 tables.
Well, that's the thing, if I'm gonna do that, they're gonna buy all the supplies.
Exactly.
Because I'm done like doing all this for them and getting just like the runaround from them. It's like, if I'm gonna do all the work, which I did for years, they never would buy their own tables. I still had to drive tables over there. I still had to drive terrain over there.
That sounds
And-
super frustrating,
It
yeah.
is, and like and even like that whole deal with like when they tried to pull that ADA shit on us with Silas, remember?
Oh,
I'm like,
Tough.
seriously, like train your employees to at least know the law, right? So they've just burned so many bridges with me. Like, I'm finally to the point I'm just so frustrated with them. Like I said, I'd rather spend $3,000 to rent a venue and just charge people what it takes to make some money back on that.
just a recon. Kind of like the Sparkle Party 4, right?
Yeah, because at least I know I'm gonna lose some money. Who cares? But at least I don't have to deal with those idiots, right?
Yeah.
Well,
The good thing is Jeff is gone, because I would never do another event with Jeff there, ever.
yeah, I think some of it's that too. Is hopefully they've had enough of changing in the guard and more experienced
Yeah.
employees.
But yeah, so like if they were to want me to do it, I'm gonna express those frustrations to them and say like, look, this is what's been going on for years, and I'm kind of over it. So if I do run this, you guys need to put some money into this, right? Otherwise, I'm not gonna keep doing it. Because I already sold off a lot of my terrain and my tables. I'm not gonna buy them again for them.
You're not in a several thousand square foot facility where
Yeah.
you can store 20 tables.
Yeah.
My ballista over there, the long range one, is gonna shoot the zombie dragon.
No, we were having a conversation with Nor explicitly this.
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt.
Thank you.
Okay, that does not hit.
Haha.
How many wounds does the zombie dragon dude have left?
How many does he have on? 6?
Six.
So he had 14, so he's down to 8.
Okay.
Ocho. And if he drinks his chalice next turn, he's gonna get D6 back. And if he kills somebody this turn, he gets 1 back.
Yeah, Matt makes the point. Oh, he needs to not run narrative events after not running any events for months, right? And so like, yeah.
Castigator's gonna fire at the spear hosts.
Alright.
Need 3s. What's the spirit host save?
It's a 4 up unrendable.
For unrendable?
Yep. Yeah.
In that
they're
case-
ethereal.
They're gonna choose accuracy.
Accuracy by volume. Big misses. I'll take it.
Oh no, it's not 1, so I don't, because everything is stupid.
Is it the ballista or is it the castigators?
The castigators.
Did they roll any 6s to hit?
No. Okay, just 1, I guess.
1?
1. Hey!
Takes it. On the chin. Ka-chunk.
Now it's time for the. Yeah, now it's time for the ballista. Need 4s, resolving misses.
I because he got a wound.
Yep.
That's all I needed.
Number of hits. 12, 14. Pretty good.
You come in, baby shark, Elsa.
How many dice is that?
14. Yeah. I think I got the empower off with them this turn.
Okay.
I think I failed
What's Empower do?
empower with the evocator spell. Actually, no, I got the ones over here empowered, the ones in the back fluffed it. Alright. Now you're gonna be worried this is more than 14.
That's a lot.
I think I accidentally did an extra pile of 5 in.
As if you needed any help.
Sorry about that.
Oh,
I'm pretty apparent once I rolled.
3 chunks.
12, 5, 10, 11.
11, that's it. That's all in the zombie dragon, right?
No, against the spirit.
Fearless. Oh, sweet, even better. Alright, 4s. 1 dead spirit host. 2 dead spirit host. One wound remains on loan.
And finally, the adjudicators are gonna fire at zombie dragon dude. The white die is
Good
prime.
luck. You're just gonna piss him off.
Prime hits. I think he does.
Yeah, that hits on 2 okay.
So 3 hitting. Where's the adjudicators? It's not on the model, but Prime is carrying the Skybolt bow.
Yep.
Cool. So roll d6 for the number of things.
It's like a mini ballista.
Yeah.
Power.
4, so 6 total. 3s. So 6, yeah.
That's all in the Zombo dragon?
Yep.
Alright, 3s. See him. Fails 3. So he is up to 9 wounds now. He's hurting.
Alright.
Don't die, zombie dragon. You can't die. You're all I have left.
I think that's all my shooting.
Alright, let's see those charges. Let's see that snake eyes on your evocators. That's what I'm waiting for.
Save 1 command point just for this. Yeah. Those are charging Zombo Dragon. That is enough.
Maybe they are paying Wizards of the Coast protection money. Very much so, actually, because they, I mean, that's all they focus on is magic.
These guys are adjacent to your dragon, but I can't beat that.
I believe it, yeah, his wing. His wing is incredibly.
Yeah, looks like a pole frog. Trying to charge with those evocators, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Actually, let me charge the Lord Arcanum first. 7.
Okay. Get back. So, try it out. It's been out for a while. Longer it's open, the less probably it is. Too bubbly? Hey,
And
do you want to go sit on the couch? It's a lot more comfy.
now charging with the evocators. Got 8. Is that enough? They need to be within a half-inch on charge, right?
You have to be able to end within half inch, correct?
Just barely.
Barely get there.
Yep.
I just want to see those mortal wounds from the evocators.
I think they're coming in on you.
Should have drank that chalice.
We can say that you did if you want to.
Well, I'll see. I'll see how close it is. Because I have a feeling even with that, he's gonna be dead.
Okay.
Because they're gonna get an average of 5 mortal wounds in.
Yep. All right. So that's the charging phase. Combat phase. I guess we'll use the evocators first. So it's 16. Usually all have 4 attacks. And the evocator has 1 extra attack, so 17. 5. Three up, 3 up. And they were the empowered ones, so we get to reroll wounds. And it's a good thing they are.
Alright, so 5,
10, 11.
11. Alright. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. 3 up. 1, 2, 3. Alright. He is down to 2 wounds.
Okay, and now for the mortals.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
He's deader than dead.
Yeah. 5, 7.
Oh shoot, I'm stupid. I said it's 6s.
Go ahead.
Or those.
Oh.
Okay.
Dang.
So now I go from 12 to 10. Well, remember this mentally, and I have 2, 4, 6, 7 more to roll now.
Yep.
So I need 4 6s to make this work. There's 2. There's 2. So he dies. He did.
That is a slow, painful death.
Let's see if I can do this without.
It's smart to make him detachable from the base.
I have to, yeah. This thing's and it's still almost impossible to transport.
Yeah, how do you do that?
I just kind of lay him loosely in my phone and hope for the best. Hope for the best.
Oh, and those secretors would have chosen power, and those defense.
Gotcha. So what do I get to do? I guess I can try and kill some. How many more wounds does your general have?
4, because we got the extra one from Warhammer Life thing.
Do I want to try and split this? I guess I can't. I have to keep looking and see. Let's do this. Alright, so 3 of them are going to go into your evocators. And 1 of them is going to go into your general. Let's do the general first. 5's to hit, the 6s are mortals. No mortals. 2 hit, 4 to wound. 2 wounds. So he gets 2 saves.
3 up, 3 rolling ones. 10
Alright, takes 1, I'll take it. 3, 6, 12.
Boy, with the dragon down.
Yeah, I think at the end of this one we're gonna count and see how many, because he's gonna have all 4 objectives. Well, 3 of the 4. I'll be able to hold 1 for a while. 6s are mortal. There we go. We got a couple in there.
Oh,
5 mortals.
wow. That.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang.
to the evocators?
Yep, and then 1 regular one that doesn't. So yeah, 5 mortals.
Dang.
5
That's
more.
one dead evocator though.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's be honest here. It's
One,
like that's great,
But then
it's 1.
one with an extra, or one with a wound
Yeah.
left.
It's still pretty sweet though.
Yeah.
I think the good news is who wins the tie on objectives? 'Cause we're tied right now.
Person who was holding it, I believe.
Okay, so I hold that one for one more turn.
I haven't gone with any of them though. I've only gone with the evocators.
Why you gotta bring me down like that?
I'm sorry, dude.
I was feeling so hopeful. For
We
2
can
seconds.
call it right here, and you can just say you never would have been able to.
Never impossible. Nah, dude. Let's see if you can kill any mortals. Well, yeah, I guess it'll be pretty easy because I'm gonna get my 6 up even.
So,
What else is to get? Couch. Way past your bedtime.
7,
Oh, not
Yeah.
just sleep on the car, so.
or I mean 16, 17. Okay. 3 up. Look it up.
Anyway.
5, 10. At -1. Oh, red, no red.
Well, yeah. So. 4s. So we take 2, 4, 6.
So 2 more dead spirit hosts, and
Okay.
how many mortals you got?
Let's find out. 8 first, because I got 4 left. 4.
So they're down to 1 wound remaining.
Has your general even gone on the spirit host yet?
Nope.
Well, he can't. They're out of combat now.
Yeah.
He can buy in 6 inches.
I know.
Dang it.
So they'll finish him off.
6
Um, So you would get 4, 6, 7 points, right? So that'll put you at 11.
Okay.
In the best case scenario, I'm gonna
11
assume
points
he's dead. I'm
for
assuming he's
shiny
dead.
paint.
You think he needs to stay out? I don't care. So I put you at 11. At the end of this turn, best case scenario, I am at 10.
1
Then we go into
Two,
turn
three.
4.
and
Yeah.
All right, good game.
Good game,
Oh
man.
man,
so that puts you at 11, and you're conceding with the 11.
I'm conceding at 10. Yeah, because I get 2 points at the end of round 3.
I'm glad that my Stormcast got their vengeance for the last game.
Oh my goodness, yeah. All you need is 1. Well, 2 good rounds of shooting is even better. But
Yeah,
once those ballistas take hold.
when I was playing you, you were like, you need to run 2 ballistas. And I was like, yeah, man, yep.
They do it.
And now you're.
You brought about your own demise.
Me and my big mouth. No, I think I don't have a lot of shaft, but I think if I kept my spirit hosts just for like zone denial, and that's something I need to think about with an army like this.
Yeah.
Because I was able to Congo line the doggos, but even if I was able to put the spirit host back here somewhere else, or just spread my units out more, even like I've got units of 40 skeletons. If I want to get them here, I could easily just keep a little Congo line of skellies to kind of do some more zone denial.
That's probably a good call.
And that would be one way to keep them at bay.
And yes, Spirit Hosts are great for being swamp that you just can't get through.
4 up, re-rendable, or unrendable. And I think this, I'm still not sure how to use that zombie dragon too, because I had him to kind of push this flank, and when that wasn't really necessary. He didn't really have a place to go, other than just, man, go kill some dudes. So I need to learn how to use him more effectively, like maybe leading a charge with the Morghasts, and then just doing a giant alpha strike, because him and 2 Morghasts can do some work.
That sounds like a good call.
Even on 10 sequiturs, but no, I think it's actually really cool seeing because you kind of got a Stormcast soup, right? Because you've got the Cleansing Phalanx, which is usually run by itself, right, as one super alpha strike, and then you've got the shooting. I think you kind of got all the different aspects rolled into one army. Like it's a good mixed strength list, I guess.
It's taken me a while to get here, but it does seem to be working pretty well. There's like a malleable, like 200 something points to round up the 2K. The Judicators, like the Relictor, where I'm still not sure if that's the best thing to be running. Like with 200 points, I could get another Ballista and use the Endless Comet for Stormcast. I've been thinking about that.
Have you tried using the Castellan yet?
Which one's he?
He's the one holding the lantern. I think he gives +1 to hit.
No, I haven't.
And so he gives a little bit more punch. He's usually in my lists. Not that I play Stormcast very often, but he gives +1 to hit, and then he gets a lot of bonuses for Griff Hounds, I think they are.
Oh.
Which is a weird choice, but they get like +2 attacks if he's around.
Yeah.
They're good
Stick them on
sentries.
people.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You need to buy that Vanguard Battle Force box that had like 16 Griffhounds in it.
I've got like 20 of them.
Oh, those are such
You
good
want,
models.
you want a squad of 6 of them, I've got tons.
But I've always thought they'd be kind of cool for the same thing as Chaff, maybe backline, like kind of like the way you're using your adjudicators.
Mm-hmm.
I would use Griff Hounds
With him, because they can
with him,
stand
yeah,
there.
because then they can countercharge because they have a lot of movement.
Yeah.
That would
And
be
it-
interesting.
Only thing I don't like about adjudicators is just they never do enough damage. The Skybolt bow is enough to give you some damage, right?
Yeah.
You can get the 6 extra attacks, but I think I've never done more than like a wound or 2.
Yeah, the only reason I have them is that they're a battle line unit, so that helps. And I've found that like if I run 3 squads of Sequitors for my battle line, there's always one squad that I just keep hanging around one objective.
You may as well shoot.
Yeah, may as well just get 4 or 5 damage a game.
Do something. And they're actually tanky too, which is I think why they're costed so high.
It makes sense.
They're
Yeah.
not costed for their bows, they're not costed for their damage, they're costed because they're still Stormcast with 4 up to 2 wounds and everything else.
Yeah, an average of 20 wounds before they're gone. That's
They'll do something. What about Castigators on battle line, right?
nope, unfortunately.
No way to make the battle line.
Yeah, those guys are beautiful.
Especially, well, I mean, the ballista bonus alone, the reroll is huge. Because you get the +1 because of the Ordinator. They get the +1 aura and then reroll they're going to do some work.
Yeah, and I've been playing with using the second ballista that's not part of the battalion. It's like a sniper rifle, because it has 36-inch range. And if I just keep them around the Ordinator, it hit most heroes. And like even with the -1, it's like, okay, I need it's a 2 to hit. So it goes back up to a 3 to hit any hero who has units nearby. And like just doing that 2, 3, 4 times, you can take most heroes out of the game.
Guaranteed to get a couple wounds in every turn and just kind of stack it up. I need Chaff. Yeah, because with deep strike and giving them. I didn't even really think about Chaff until I set those dire wolves either. It's the bottom of the first turn.
I was shocked that you didn't just leave some skellies in the backfield.
I didn't think about it. I was like, oh, they're in the back, whatever. I'll just countercharge them, but with a double turn without even thinking about it. Because I was like, well, if he comes down here, that's kind of why I had the Morghast Harbingers here, and I kind of had the Vampire Lord in striking range. Because I thought for sure he were to deep strike everything over here. That's why I left it so wide open.
And I would, if not for the Vampire Lord.
Oh, Matt's saying you just need to rat tail your skeletons.
Yeah, and that's on me.
Yeah, that's something that I learned when I played against Stormcast. Not the last tournament, the one before that. I had everything in my list. I had all the tools to stop the deep strike. I just got lazy and didn't spread guys out, and so it allowed him to deep strike behind me. And had I just taken the time when I was setting up to do that, I could have prevented that. And then he would have been hitting when he charged. He still could have deep striked close, but he would have been charging the front wall of nets instead of getting behind me and taking out my characters. So, yeah,
It's all lesson learned, and I think I keep on learning. So I put a ton of stuff in the grave when I played. I think you last time, right, Ricky? And it blew up in my face because I was never really putting it where I wanted it.
right. You
I
did one unit of you did a couple things, and then it kind of.
So they end up being deployed further back. So what I noticed with Brendan is honestly there's no point keeping those spirit hosts in the grave at all.
Nope.
Because I keep on telling myself oh, this is great. I can keep them in reserve so I can put them where they're needed. But by the time I know where they're needed, they're gonna have a movement turn anyways, and that's usually enough to kind of counter.
Yeah, I think you were onto something with the Graven back here, because I think on turn 2 or 3, if you'd somehow managed to get the zombie guy back in that field, you could have summoned them up.
And I honestly these 9 out of 10 times I use these as a red herring.
Yeah.
Just by having it there, a person's gonna want to try and kind of counter for it. So by pushing it here to cause you to be defensive here, and then forward deploy here, in theory it gives me more maneuverability. But yeah, I use them there just so if I have to do a Hail Mary and fly to the back line, I can try and raise. But it's only Arkin who can raise dead units.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You think necromancers should be able to?
They can as long. Well, so remember too, though, I'm regenerating a dead unit for 1 command point. So like the skeletons are 280 points. I'm getting a free 280 point unit.
Oh,
And this was before, like, I think somebody brought it, I think Matt even said something about it, where this is one of the early kind of 2.0 armies, or it's before 2.0,
oh
where
yeah.
nobody else could resurrect stuff, so they were very cautious, I think, with how they allowed summoning mechanics. But yeah, in a perfect world, all my guys would be able to bring them back to one command point, but that would make it pretty beefy.
Well, yeah, it's like, it's one of the things I like about Night Hunt. The reason I'm trying to build them out is, like, you get the soul tether on the one guy who costs like 120 points, and he can just bring them back all day long.
And he's a cheap little unit too, I think, right? He's not a guardian or lantern holder.
Yeah, Guardian of Souls.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's, I think, 100 or 120 points. And, like, he's useful outside of just rezzing them.
Yeah, and he can fight, you can do everything else to boot, so. Well, that's good. Good lesson learned.
Woulda had it. Wasn't for those meddling evocators. Jumping in my face and mortal striking everything to death.
I'm starting to print.
Nice.
I'm gonna print more mushroom trees.
Nice.
It'll take me. I think it'll take me another 4 days to print another 3.
How long does it take to print one?
Well, like this base is 10 hours. So it just depends on which ones I start. Because I'm using a really fine layer height so that I don't show banding. Because when I prime these ones, you shouldn't see it. So it's kind of the highest setting.
How fast would it be if you did it like quick and dirty?
You could cut that in half,
Easily.
or even to a third of that. Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, I think I am officially done with the Super Wizard build.
Try something else for a while.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take Arkin out of the list. I think I'm gonna take Arkin out, maybe add a vampire and then something else in there for some extra sauce. Maybe some more extra punch, maybe more guests.
Those things look scary.
They look scary, but they lose out so much because they don't have any of the cool healing mechanics. There's no way really to heal them at all, short of a Mortis engine, and that would be a once per game D3 wound heal. But that's the problem, is they get killed so easily. You just don't have the toughness. I thought that maybe by having them around so many monsters, people would be too busy killing Arkin and the Vampire Lord, but people didn't mess with the Vampire Lord.
I think they'd be good hero killer units though, with
Yeah.
the 3d6 charge. By the time you get a defensive thing into place, they can just destroy them.
Jump in, maybe hide behind cover or something and slowly sneak up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a dead skeleton. This concrete floor is killing me.
Did you just break something?
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Breaking stuff left and right. All good. Yeah, I'm thinking about my next good. Thinking about my next move with these guys. I'm probably not going to do the Sacrament anymore. I might just go like Grand Legion and the Gash and see what that affords me. I forget what Grand Legion or Grand Coaches can do, but yeah. I think there's also like the Legion of Night, which allows you to do strike units, which is kind of cool.
That's neat.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Which people use that to do.
I really hope they put out a Dracula's only army.
Yeah, they when they did that picture, I forget what convention it was when they kind of said, hey, this is what we're doing. They showed vampires like front and center on death.
Yeah, I'm really hoping that's not, these are Zinch vampires or some such nonsense.
I think they're gonna do an all elite, all vampire army.
I would love that.
Because that's kind of what the Blood Knights are right now, right?
Yeah, but they're so,
Overpriced.
and they just don't feel interesting. Like, they're just a weird mounted cavalry unit that happens to be vampire.
think it would be cool, something kind of like the Blood Angels,
Yeah.
where they have like a Death Legion, or if they're able to flesh out that way. Basically like suicide, bloodthirsty troops, which I guess is corn, so I guess they're not unique in that aspect either.
True.
So yeah, it's basically corn, but yeah, I think what Edward's going to be is they're going to try and make him as different from the rest of Death as possible. And I think we're due some new battle line models.
Doing what?
Battle line, we need more battle line. I mean, skeletons are 7th edition. I mean, they're good models, but they're old models. The zombies are terrible, terrible, terrible.
And chain rasps only work if you're Nighthawk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nighthawk got a pretty good treatment of new models.
I love those models. And they're, I don't know, they're a lot of fun to paint. I'm finally painting my first Nighthawk hero,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just fun.
It's easy.
Yep.
I painted up, what are those cavalry heroes?
Oh, the like hex wraiths?
No, there's you get 2 in a box. There's like 2, it's an easy to build box or something. You get
Oh.
2 of them.
Yeah, like the heroes or something like that? Dreadblade?
Dreadblade heroes. Yeah, sounds about right. I painted those up in like an hour. Because that was going to be the next army before IDNF came out. So I got 30 Grimghasts, all assembled and primed.
Those guys are nasty.
Oh man. Well, I can use them in the Grand Host Nagash.
Still not battle line?
I think Matt's saying something about the Blood Knights or whatever. But, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in 8th edition they were awesome. They're due something new. They have too many cool vampires not to do something. We haven't heard anything with Loncar schemes or anything else.
Well, that's the other thing. Like, you know, if they do a vampire faction, I hope they don't make Neferata the leader of it. Because, like, she's fine, but she's very much like, I think, a creation of the 90s.
Mm-hmm. The dark vampire queen.
Yep.
Yeah, well, but that wouldn't help bring. Maybe it would kind of give some more love to the Tomb Kings, right? Like Tomb King vampires, make everybody happy. They could bring back some of the concepts.
They're never gonna bring back Tomb Kings.
There's a subreddit thread. The what is it? The annual survey came out, and everyone was like hardcore petitioning, like, oh, have them re-release Tomb Kings. I'm here, who's gonna tell them, let them know the community wants them. Bring them back.
Right.
It's like the Bretonians. It would be cool.
These are free people for life. I actually believe free peoples will come back.
Yeah, they're do something cool.
They're gonna keep humans. I
Yeah.
think.
I thought they were getting a battle tome soon.
Probably.
It's rumored to be coming up in the next.
It just, you need humans to have something for all the chaos people to feed off of, and all the Sigmarines to be like coming from, like, and all the skeletons to be coming from. Like, if you don't have humans in the world, it's like none of that stuff makes sense.
Well, if they're humans, they just don't fight.
Yeah, they're just all like villagers and townspeople. So that's the real question is how, like, because there's different ways they could do it, right? There's like the devoted of Sigmar, which are all like the crazy flagellant dudes. They can do
To me, like, that just makes no sense to have this weird religious faction. It's a holdover of like the medieval era where to display your faith you needed that outward demonstration of fanaticism. It doesn't make sense in a world where Sigmar literally like walks down the street every day. Like,
Right.
it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
They're cool. Then you can bring back the warrior priests and you give them a new iteration. I mean, I would like to see something about like something exceptional in the humans, right? Like you don't want just more Germanic 15th century dudes. That can be kind of boring. How many more of these dudes do I have? 10. I can make it fit. This is the worst part of this army burnout.
How long it takes to put away. Yeah.
I
feel ya.
I know you do.
I feel you, buddy.
Do you have a place we can start putting the dice?
Oh, all the dice just are in the bowl.
When are you twitching again, Ricky?
Wednesday should be the next one. I think, somebody wants to come down Wednesday and play, Matt, that would be fine with me. I've probably played enough practice games with my list and it's such a small change, so if somebody wants to come play the Rats, they could. I'd need to check the spreadsheet to see how standings changed.
And my swing dancing class is canceled for this week, so
Okay.
I can show up if no one else does.
Okay, on Wednesday? Yeah.
Fight against another horde army.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Matt says he's in for Wednesday, so
Sweet.
so yeah, if you want to come play on Wednesday,
Sounds good.
you can come shoot at him. You guys can try and shoot each other off the table.
I will be watching you with great interests
Yeah.
while I work. Or maybe not. I may be busy. I have a question, Ricky.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about doing some Twitch streams of just like painting or just some hobby stuff?
I've been asked that before. I could actually, because I have some other webcams that I could probably mount on a swing arm that could be right over my paint table.
I think if we're going to be building a bunch of scenery,
Yeah.
that might be a fun thing to do is do some videos on it, and some of the techniques for building scenery. I know just painting, I know there's a couple, there's like
Yeah, because I paint scenery in a way that paints it fast.
I'd love to learn that.
Yeah, gets it. Like painting those trees and those things, not long at all, like minutes.
wow.
Really?
It was assembling them and green stuffing them that took forever.
Yeah.
And then they just keep getting broken, so I'm just like, ugh.
That's 90% of the reason I'm just going to do bare trees.
Yeah, well, I think what I should actually do now when I glue the foliage back on, because nobody ever looks at the bottom, I could either, I'm thinking of just taking a big glob of hot glue and putting it on the bottom there, because that would stabilize it a lot. And nobody's gonna look at the bottom, and if they do, I'll punch them in the face or complaining about, I'm looking at the trees. Did you paint trees? No, you didn't, so shut up. Yeah.
Trees for the win. Yeah, I think that'd be kind of fun. I know there's quite a few Twitch streamers
Yeah,
who
I
do
mean,
just paint.
that would be kind of fun. I could probably do that, most nights that I'm painting, I could just log on and Twitch. People could sit there and, I guess, watch or hang out. I don't
Watch your
really know.
Bob Ross like.
People love that stuff on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the only reason I got into painting at all, was like, it was easy to see really talented people explaining how to do it.
Yeah.
Layers of highlights and dry brush. Things that took me years, pre-internet, took me years to figure out.
Dark Ages.
I never understood. Like, keep on painting my things with the colors they told me. Why does it look so terrible?
Yeah, I tried painting once when I was 12, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not good at this.
5 more years, my daughter will paint all my stuff for me. I won't paint nothing.
Dude, I mean, look at this thing.
Dream, little bit by little bit.
She's like,
Getting
I mean,
there.
she's basically better than you already. So.
She just doesn't know how to use inks yet.
Oh,
That's my one. That's my one. My one ace in the hole. All right, that's 90% of it right there. 80 skeletons.
Alright, I'm gonna catch a bus,
okay.
but good playing against you, man.
Yeah, man, that's been fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys got to play again.
Turn it around.
I'll clean it up, don't worry about it. Yeah, just leave it, yeah. I'll get all this stuff put away.
Thanks a
Oh,
lot.
that's a fresh one for
And
you.
thanks for hosting, too. Because,
Yeah, of
this
course.
is great.
Yeah.
The traffic was terrible.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's
Apology accepted, I guess.
sorry for the people who died.
Yeah, I was looking at the USA Today thing, and it said 3 dead, 4 injured, including a mother and her child.
Oh
It was
Jesus,
just like, oh god damn it.
dude, that crane. Yeah, we were literally like a block away, and you just see the whole thing. But it's
Yeah.
200 feet tall, 200 feet tall. So.
That's
Alright. I'm gonna kill the stream.
On that note,
On that note, everybody, we're gonna kill the stream.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
see you on Wednesday. Wow.